The hell is this?
Are you ready?
Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Dog and I fuck on my energy. Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm tryna get paid.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie, the Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Robo of Left Face TV. Welcome to episode 112 of the Nerds of Culture podcast. The here, let me get my here. Hold on.
Woke room 112 where the players dwell.
Right. Let's see here. What we got on the list here? The woke Breakfast Club. The here, I gotta check these off as I say them. The woke Breakfast Club. Woke Shade Room. Woke New York Undercover of YouTube. Woke Justice Gang. The Woke Avengers. Was this the Woke Losers Club? The Woke Hellfire Club. We're the woke MI5
present.
We're the woke we're the League of Extremely Woke Gentle People.
There you
go. And what else was there was one more. I feel like I'm missing one. Somewhere. So we the woke gangster disciples? Good Lord. I mean, you know, shit, we can add it.
We can, yeah, we can do that. Sure.
The Legion of Wokes. Here, we add these on here. The Woke Grove Street families. Wait.
The woke Taliban? No,
I'm playing. Right? I don't know. Would that be too far? No.
Never.
Was it the woke? Were the woke Panthers? I mean, to be fair, the Black Panthers was pretty woke. You can't really. You can't really be much. You
can't outwoke the Black Panthers. Come on.
I mean, you really can't. Like, honestly, that's like the woke the woke Panthers. That's just the Black Panthers. I mean, this is
right.
Right. Woke Panthers. But no. We are everywhere. Everywhere woke. Everything woke. All at once.
All at once.
And yeah, and you know what? All of that. Can't leave out this part with a dash of sass on. There we go. I think we got it. We got it.
Roll call complete.
Right. I'm committed to the bit.
I love it.
So, okay. I want to say something real quick before we start jumping into what we're going to talk about. I was talking about this earlier today, and I'm only going to talk about it here just because it was something that kind of broke my heart a little bit. I think some of y'all, if y'all follow me on Threads, you probably saw me talking about it this morning. But we've had this thing that has become way too common, and that is people who worked for either Marvel or DC or both, who provided us with entertainment and helped make Marvel and DC millions, if not billions of dollars. And too often do I see these people who should be millionaires themselves, but are not, because capitalism kills. These people are having to rely on GoFundMes. Not to not to get by, but to survive. And I'm tired of seeing it. I'm very, very, very tired of seeing it. We saw this with George Perez. We saw this with Peter David. And now we're seeing this today. Um, for those unfamiliar, the person I'm talking about is Tom Tenay, who, if you don't recognize Tom's name, that's fine. But I want you guys to understand, this guy, he was a penciler for both Marvel and DC. Worked on books like Legion, Force Works, Iron Man, things of that magnitude, and uh, basically he has found himself in a pretty bad situation where I you not to make it sound so dramatic, but I mean it kind of is. I mean, the guy basically like has to be on oxygen, and is basically living out of his car and all kind of other bullshit, and stuff that he should, for a guy who provided some entertainment and some and bent over backwards for a couple of companies that didn't bend over backwards for him. I think is pretty diabolical. Okay. That said, he's got a GoFundMe up, and once again, while I don't feel he should have to resort to this in order to take care of himself and to be able to exist, I am gonna go ahead real quick and just remind you guys that that this is a thing, and I'm gonna share the I'm gonna drop the link for this. I'm gonna drop the link for this in the chat. I hope that y'all will do with that information what you will. It would be very helpful. I'm not saying you have to give, like, even if you can't give anything to it, I mean, just share it around just to help the guy out. I mean, like I said, this is a this is a pretty, it's a thing that is kind of near and dear to my heart, just because we've lost too many. And here I'm gonna pull this up so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. We have lost too many people, for just completely dumb reasons. Peter David should still be here. George Perez should still be here. These guys, literally had to scrape and scratch to just for the hope of survival. And they should not have had to, when you have companies that they helped build, with the entertainment they provided, and millions, if not billions of dollars were made in their for their efforts. So do with that information what you will. I've dropped the link. Do with that what you want. I'm also gonna say real quick, I know I'm asking a lot of y'all right now, but it's a thing that I do. I can't help it. I'm built weird. Friend of the channel, Seb from Stranger Comics has a little something that's going on. Was talking with him about it last night on the Black Comic Lords channel, and I wanted to just pass it along. Some of you probably heard the news, the good news that Niobe, some of y'all might be familiar with that comic. It's a comic that, oh god, had to reach over and pick something up. It's a comic that I have kind of been aware of for a while, but some of you might be familiar with it yourself. But Niobe is basically a type of, it's like a black fantasy style story that, for those unfamiliar, probably one of the biggest I guess like things that people were talking about was, it was a story where a person who was pretty well known, Amanda Listenberg, was involved with, and more recently you probably heard that there was something on the horizon in regards to the Woman King herself, Viola Davis. She was recently tapped to be working on an adaptation of that universe. And right now, Stranger Comics, they have a Kickstarter going right now, where I believe this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th or 8th volume of one of their comic series, Tales of Asunda, that is coming out, which looks fantastic, by the way. Looks fantastic. Black fantasy at its finest. And while this one has done really well, I think it's only got like 10 or 11 days left. And apparently, in the 2 seconds I've been talking about it, somebody has already added some more to the church coffers on that one. But you can see it here if you're curious. But this book has been doing very well on Kickstarter. I'm only really talking about it right now just to raise awareness about it in case somebody wants to get on it before it's done. But if you can't tell, I did. Don't worry about how much I spent. Mind your business. Don't be pocket watching me. Mind your business. Mind your business. And yeah, you can kind of see it right here, and there's a lot of really cool stuff in there. You see that there's some some stuff for the Untamed if you're familiar with that one. They got they got some homage covers and things of all that magnitude, and apparently all this stuff right here, the stuff you see here in the stretch goals, that's crazy. We actually got to see this live happen. But the $100,000 stretch goal was the last stretch goal. So like right now, what you're looking at, wallpaper packs, an Asunda bookmark, 3 of 12 trading cards, a David Mack Black Mini Litho, as well as like a Daryl May remark on 20 random variants, a David Mack White Mini Litho, 6 of 12 trading cards is what you're gonna get. They've unlocked some original poems by Sebastian A. Jones. We've also got 9 of 12 trading cards. So you're gonna be getting 9. Actually, technically, you're gonna be I'm just gonna say right now, you're gonna get all 12 because all of that has been met. But you're gonna be able to get if you're one of 7 lucky people, you'll be able to get a one-of-a-kind miniature that goes along with those trading cards, and like an actual like legit miniature you can use for like D&D or Warcraft or whatever. Or not Warcraft, I meant Warhammer. Anyway, 4 mini litho packs by Kane and White. You'll be able to get a Daryl May Wishing Well wrap free to all backers who are over the $100 pledge mark. And then the last thing was going to be backers at the $100 plus mark get a metal trading card. Backers at the $500 level get a foil forged metal version. Well, that's been met because now it's officially over 100K. But I said all that just to say, for those that are wondering like why I give a shit, because you've probably never heard, you feel like maybe you never heard me talk about any of the Stranger Comic stuff. I have in the past. I've never made dedicated videos to it. I've talked about them in passing on live streams, but I do have both Niobe, She Is Life, and Niobe, She Is Death in hardcover. And also, oh god, these are heavy. Oh god, they're so fucking heavy. I also have Dusu right here. I've also got Arathune. Let's see what else we got. And we also got 2.
I knew it.
Both of the Untames. I was about to say, Robo, you got it too, don't you?
No, never mind.
He's like, psych, never mind. Psych, I lied. Psych. But no, and those like a lot of that was courtesy of one of you or somebody's subscribers who hooked me up. But yeah, this is gonna be some pretty cool shit. I think you'll find a lot to love on this. And like I said, if you like fantasy, you like seeing black and brown faces in fantasy, well, go do the thing. I'm gonna be adjusting my pledge because I'm gonna bump mine up by $10 so I can get the good shit. But I'm just saying these are all things that are out there. We're gonna be trying to get Seb on to talk about his work with Stranger Comics, and I got to talk to him for a pretty good bit yesterday, just off the both on a live stream for Black Comic Lords, but also off camera about just other shit. Fantastic dude, has a wealth of knowledge in the black indie comic space, and just all around good dude. So yes, I'll also be sharing a link to that Kickstarter as well, if you are interested, if you have a mind for that sort of thing. Let's do that, and bam, there's that. Okay, I've done my due diligence. Those are the things I kind of wanted to address real quick before we the church announcements.
Passing the plate.
Yeah, here. Now let's take a collection.
I put mine in an envelope,
right,
so nobody knows.
Don't be watching my pocket, all right? Stop watching my pockets. But no. Oh, okay. So, okay, all right, we got that out of the way. And I saw someone put something in here, and yeah, I kind of felt, I was debating whether I wanted to talk about this or not with Robo, because I hate talking about Rob Liefeld, but yeah, some of y'all probably heard Rob Liefeld was out here fucking up over the past few days, actually, and all of it was self-inflicted. And some people who I kind of respected and kind of didn't give two shits about also at the same time, just gave me more reasons to think less of them. I saw this one right here. Comic Tropes kind of disappointed me from that, though. Felt like he was trying to play cover for Liefeld and a few other people who were all, well, he was nice to me. So I'm going to tell you why I wasn't disappointed in Comic Tropes. Stick with me.
There we go.
Because I don't know if y'all remember, some of y'all might have. I don't know. If you weren't on Threads, you probably didn't see this. But Tony Weaver Jr. was kind of yapping about the whole thing that was going on between me and Comics Explained. And even though he knew what was going on, he tried to play dumb about not knowing what was going on because he was just trying he's Tony Weaver Jr.?
Okay, yeah, okay. I want to make sure. Yeah.
No, he was basically just trying to like farm engagement and shit off that, and which I thought was funny, by pretending not to know what the fuck was going on, even though it was very clearly like stated and laid out. So W. Kamau Bell ended up responding to that post, and basically tried to claim, even though he didn't know what the fuck was going on either, and it was very clear, based on what he said, he basically tried to say that I was policing Rob's blackness.
Of course.
He was trying to say, oh, he's trying to tell him how to be black, and since Rob isn't black in the way that Ernie deems worthy, then, which it's kind of funny because like all the shit you could say that, like, if it were true that I was policing Rob's blackness, I'm guilty of the same shit if we're talking about like how he talks or how he looks. If you're talking about that, then I'm guilty of the same shit. I got clowned and called all kinds of Oreos and not really blacks, and oh, you're just a white dude, pretending to be black, I got that shit since I was a little kid, and talked about for how I talk, how I dressed, what kind of music I liked, what kind of video games I play, what kind of cartoons I watch, the fact that I watch cartoons at all, the fact that I read comic books. I was like, we're talking about that. I'm not policing anything there because that at that point, the call is coming from inside the house. But no, W. Kamau Bell basically said I was policing his blackness. Now that we have said that, you're probably asking yourself, okay, what the fuck does that got to do with
comic tropes.
With comic tropes, like I'm not like. Wait a minute, you're saying this thing, but you're not saying the thing. So I just once again, I just want to point out that, and for those that don't believe me that W. Kamau Bell said this, I'm gonna just leave this here. I'm gonna put this here, and you can do with this information what the fuck you want. Do with that information whatever you want. And also, bear in mind, Tony co-signed this shit. You see the symbol right here? That shows that Tony liked what W. Kamau Bell said. So why do I have a problem with comic tropes? Like, why was I not disappointed? Is because, and I don't have a screenshot for this, so because basically what happened when I saw what comic tropes said it, in response to W. Kamau Bell's reply, I honestly just wanted to respond. I didn't even feel like screenshotting that shit. But what's kind of hilarious is I wasn't able to actually post my reply to comic tropes because as I was replying to comic tropes, Bell deleted the reply.
Interesting.
Because a lot of y'all went to him and I don't know if you caught this, Robo. I don't know if you saw this. You might not have noticed this. I'd forgive you if you didn't. Notice what you see here on this post. I don't know if you see anything that leaps out at you. There are no likes other than than Tony's.
Yeah.
But there are 6. There was actually more than that by the time that the by the time that he deleted the reply. But basically, everybody came and started kicking, and I didn't tell anybody to go do anything. It was just people just showed up and started kicking Bell's back in. That said,
that's
Comic
kind of
Tropes
wild.
was basically co-signing Bell, saying that, yeah, like, I just find it very disappointing. He's, policing, that he's being this way, and it just seems so unnecessary and childish and all this other shit. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna hold you. When I heard motherfucker's basement flooded, not gonna lie, I felt bad for him, but a part of me giggled. I was like, man, dude, karma
couldn't
be
happen
working
for a
in
nicer
mysterious-
guy.
I was like, man, I was like, honestly, dude, like, I'm not saying that like it happened because he was mean, he was being a jerk to me, but honestly, I was like, because honestly, at one point, I almost was petty and donated to his GoFundMe for that because I know he would see it.
Right.
I thought about donating a lot of money to that shit, and I was like, you know what? I'm just let him stew on that one. But no, like I normally, under normal circumstances, if it was anybody else, I would have felt so bad for them. Because honestly, that shit sucks. Your basement floods, you lose a lot of the shit that you give a fuck about. Like, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But I tell you what I can do while I feel that way is also not feel sad for that person.
Right.
And I'll just leave it at that.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I still feel bad for the guy, but like Shadow said, I feel just a little less bad. I'm like, you know what? Couldn't have happened to a better dude. That said,
you know what's a shame about that whole story though? That just real quick is that the sad part to me is not comic tropes. Because comic tropes is white.
Yeah, he's old.
So it's like, of course, right?
Yeah. Fork,
but right,
pounding kitchen.
but worse than that, like, so if you're a lib, right, and you're a liberal white dude,
yeah,
what just happened? Like, what just happened should be bulletproof, because this is how libs think. What just happened should be bulletproof. Who is W. Kamau Bell? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like W. Kamau Bell, like author, CNN, like
yeah.
If he's got a take,
yeah,
clearly it's got to be the right one. Not an understanding that like something, why don't you figure out this is the type of people who like And this is what I mean by when people go, if you disagree with me, you're racist, or why don't you listen to Black Voices? Like, no, figure it out for yourself. Then listen to Black Voices so you can sift through the BS. You know?
Well, you know what else I thought was... Oh, no, go ahead. Please,
I was gonna say, if you look at the picture I just sent you, I'm going through my email, cleaning out shit. And then I'm like, well, what a coinky dink.
Wow.
I was like, huh.
Wow. Ain't that about a bitch? So, okay, here. I just want to make something clear. I want to make something clear on this. I always feel like I fuck dude's name up. What's our boy's name? Is it Sun Musho?
Oh, you know what? Don't ask me. Okay. He said it a bunch of times, and it's like French and some other something. I said some show or something like that.
Yeah. So it was funny because I actually said something about dude, like talking shit about me, and Sun responded to it. I didn't even know Sun like knew who the fuck I was, because it wasn't like
Sun is the type of dude, for those who don't know, that if Sun wasn't on, it wasn't like co-signing Blerd, or even like, you know, because I know Sun doesn't know these people from Adam, but it's like if Sun's take was that Ernie was in the wrong, I'm not saying I would just turn on Ernie, but I would be like, he'd be like, damn, like, maybe I need to relook at this.
Y'all would have seen Robo loading the gun up, just be like,
sorry, bro. Like, yeah, your son, man. Come on, like,
what are we doing? Well, the funny thing about it was this. He actually had nothing to say about like what was going on between me and Bell. He actually responded. I'm gonna tell you why he responded. It was because I said that. I was like, oh man, Bell. I was like, he's like one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
I'm shocked this guy's coming at me like this. And then Sun was like, one of your favorite people? You mean the dude that like went and like was talking to Klansmen, trying to get them to turn the other cheek with Klansmen? And it was like kind of like he was airing out Bell, but he said you should have seen that coming a mile away. That wasn't exactly what he said, but it was kind of like a paraphrase.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I feel you.
But it was that kind of energy. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, honestly, I said, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, son. When I say he's one of my favorite people, it's only because like I would see that motherfucker on Jeopardy, or I would see him on like some comedy related thing, and he seemed he seemed like a hilarious dude. I was like, I don't
without
really,
digging into the guy, like you see him say something smart on CNN or some interview somewhere. I'm like, damn, this dude's smart, and it's like, but yeah, it's not like you follow the guy.
No. I mean, and the thing is, when he told with dude, because he provided receipts, when he showed me what was up, I was like, oh yeah, fuck that dude. I was like, oh yeah, I was like, you know what, Bill, go ahead and stay over there. W, stay over there. Your name is not W Kamal Bell anymore. Your name is L Kamal Bell from this moment forward. But no, the thing I thought was funny was that he deleted that reply, but he never apologized to me or reached out to me and said, hey man, I'm sorry I spoke out of turn. And the thing is, he knows that I know that happened because I said something about it. I know he knows, but I was like, dude, that's crazy. Like, I've seen him out here apologizing to all kinds of people lately. He never once tried to get a hold of me and be like, hey, brother, man, I'm sorry I came at you like that. I didn't know that. I didn't know how you moved. I didn't know how you operated. And the thing is, people were even telling me, they're like, dude, we can tell you didn't watch the video. Like the shit you're saying in your response, like you didn't watch the video the Blerd put out. You just saw other people talking about it. And
that's right.
You were like, ooh, I need something to talk about on this algorithm so I can stay relevant. And you decided to use me for that. And I was like, bruh, don't do that.
You know what, just something similar happened to me a while back. It was with what's that dude's name? Teray.
Oh yeah, Teray.
I'm watching his YouTube videos. I saw his thing on Kendrick Lamar, and I'm like, man, this dude's damn. I just found him. Damn, let me follow this guy. And then like Consciously and FD and like everybody was like killing. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let me sit my non-black ass over here and just pay attention.
Well, you know what I love about it though? I'm gonna tell you what I love, man, dude. I love you. Kind of like what you were saying when you were saying like, man, if Son was like Blerd was in the wrong, you would be like, oh no, man, he might be right.
Yeah. Let me recheck.
Yeah, no. So Son is one of those dudes. Like, okay, there's a handful of people out there in the world that if I see them, make a statement about something, if I disagree, if I would have originally disagreed with that statement, if I saw them agree with that statement, I would probably check myself.
That's right. It doesn't mean automatically agree, but it will force you to go, let me reevaluate, make sure.
Let me reevaluate.
Right.
Like, case in point, Son, Consciously, hell, the other day, I don't know if anybody saw this, but I made a few comments about Kamala Harris the other day on Threads that people were getting really angry with me over. But then, like, as I was kind of just going on with my day, the algorithm was algorithming, and I saw Feminista Jones was talking about the same shit and talking about it from the same angle I was. And she had, like, where me, I was just talking. I didn't have receipts or anything like you being posted. I was just speaking. I was just speaking and saying just, hey, this is what I know.
Mm-hmm.
And she had receipts to go along with it. And I was like, and after a while, like, everybody kind of getting mad at me for what I was saying. I was like, maybe I should revisit how I think about this. And then I saw Feminista Jones's post, and I was like, Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
Nope. I had the right read on this. I was like,
you know what it is? Here's the thing.
Never beat the charges.
This is and nothing we're saying contradicts what I said earlier, because we know where we stand, right? We don't stand in the spot we do,
right,
because of what they say.
No, we
watch what they say because it's like, yes, those people are solid, right?
Right.
Like, so if I sit there and I listen to Dave Chappelle and I watch his special on during the Black Lives Matter shit, and I'm like, this dude's hitting. That's what's up. Okay, Dave Chappelle, what a fucking speaker, what a fucking intelligent individual. It lines up. And then he comes out with his next shit. I'm not gonna be like, well, gotta hate trans people now, or gotta like call it. I'm just gonna be like, maybe not. Never mind. You know what I mean? You just gotta be able to assess people. You know?
Right. No, and I think that's what, because that was also kind of the thing that came out of it, is because, you know, for full transparency, what I was originally talking about was, I basically made this because I don't know if y'all saw this, but there was this thing going on in the algorithm where, like, there was a lot of white people that were saying, like, man, we really elected this guy, huh? And my response was, we
didn't you French
now?
Like,
we, madame.
My dad used to say, you got a turd in your pocket? Not me.
It wasn't me, baby. It was not me. I laid everything out. I was like, I said in 2016, I voted for Hillary Clinton, even though I didn't like her. I was like, in 2020, I voted for Joe Biden, even though I fucking hate him. And I was like, in 2024, even though I really wanted to like Kamala Harris, I didn't like Kamala Harris, but I voted for her anyway, because I understood the assignment. And then and this is how you know people don't know how to read. There were people in my replies basically telling me I'm the reason why she lost. And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. I voted for her. No, but like, you and your attitude and like, you need everybody. You need everybody to to be likable. But here's the thing: they don't realize how much of a finger back at them that is, because
Right.
you're
That
mad
means
at me.
you just need people to be cheerleaders then.
Right. You want
yeah.
cheerleaders. You don't want constituents, you want cheerleaders. And not only that,
Mhm.
you don't want, like, so basically, if I don't like your favorite person, you want me to just shut up and vote. But
That's right.
if-
Not even because you did.
Yeah, 'cause I
It's
did.
you want me to pretend like I'm happy and then lie to people
Right,
that this is the
lie.
best thing and so happy and shit. Yeah.
And you're, because folks like, well, it's not some popularity. Like, there were literally people who were crashing out in my replies as if I said I hated her and didn't vote for her. I was like, dude, I even put I voted for her first before I said that I didn't like her. And even when people were asking me, well, why don't you like these people? I gave detailed reasons as to why. And they were like, huh, just GOP talking points. I was like, bruh, stop. These are not GOP talking points. I was like, honestly, I said, these are socialist.
That's what I mean by blue MAGA. Like they
Yeah.
have no depth.
They have no
Like I will
depth at
never
all.
stop saying blue MAGA. Like they have no depth. It's like
Mhm.
you don't like Kamala Harris, you don't like Joe Biden, you MAGA. It's like, wait, why? Because MAGA doesn't like Joe Biden. Like there's no other, like that's all you need. Like these people are just like MAGA.
Yeah.
These people,
They're stupid.
they're stupid.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that because it's like, oh, everybody who doesn't agree with you is. It's not that. There are people who are intelligent and disagree with me.
Right.
Those people are called bad people.
Yeah.
Because they're smart enough to know better and still want the bad shit. They don't give a fuck about the homeless. They don't give a fuck about affordability. They don't give a fuck about children starving. They don't give a shit about any of that. They just said, I don't care about my retirement fund, my stock portfolio, you know?
stock
But then the other people who really believe they're out there, they're out there. They're like, I'm here, you know? This lady said, she straight up said with all her chest, you know what? After Old Girl in Texas lost, that's it. That's the last straw. I am not ever posting again about ICE or for Latino solidarity. Bitch, you thought posting was something? You were doing nothing in the first place. Like, oh, like these people really think that's like their activism is posting and then that's something.
Right.
They're stupid.
No, like, man, I had a woman, black woman, mind you, look me dead in the eye and basically, I mean, she didn't because we're online, but basically she said, you can't compare us to MAGA. MAGA has all the power. They're the ones who are unleashing ICE. They're the ones that are going after trans people. Our side isn't doing that. I said, no. I said, this is how I know you're cooked and you don't know how to read. I didn't say that liberal politicians are MAGA. I said, you are blue MAGA.
All right.
I said,
in the way that you cheerlead for them, the way you want people to just line up and like, no, don't say shit. Like this is blue, vote blue all the way. And I'm like,
vote blue no matter who.
Unless he's a Muslim in New York, then we got to like pause a little bit. Unless he's a Turkish content creator and we got to go, hey, wait a minute. I don't like the way he wants us to hold these people accountable. Wait a minute.
Wait, I can excuse racism, but holding white people accountable?
Well, you just wait 1 minute. And here's the thing. Oh, we're visiting. We're not doing the harm like Republicans are. Every day I turn around, blue MAGA it becomes less of like at first it was like you're blue MAGA because you want me to turn my brain off and just vote for who you want, right? That's where it ended. But then it keeps going and it keeps going. Then it's like, I'm going to call ICE now and I'm going to do this. And like, no, you are literally just as devoid of morality and character. It's just that yours is said with a smile, or yours is like, I'll be pro-black, but fuck gay people. You know what I mean? I'll be pro-black, but fuck Gaza. You know, and like, no, you are MAGA then, you know? And it's like,
it's like you're never like what was it? People started denying the things that happened. Because that was the other thing. There was some black woman that was trying to tell me, and this is what I thought was funny about it. It was a lot of black women who were coming at me, and I was like, bro, what is up with y'all? I was like, because these were people, I was like, I don't think y'all are actually part of the 92%. I think y'all are part of the 8%, but you're trying to cosplay like you're the 92%. But no, they were basically telling me that, like, oh, see, Gaza protesters are why she lost. Y'all weren't serious, and y'all weren't even asking for anything. Y'all were being so unrealistic. And I was like, look, I didn't make Kamala Harris go on a national platform and tell protesters to shh, not while I'm talking.
Mm-hmm. Or to walk out with old girl. Yeah, Liz Cheney. Yeah.
Or wheeling out, I think 5 or 6 different Republicans, most of which were a part of the MAGA, like the not even just MAGA, but were a part of Trump's original administration in 2016.
Not one Palestinian.
Not one even though there was a Palestinian politician,
Rua out of Georgia, said, "Let's talk." No, didn't bring her up.
But the people were like, that didn't happen. And then they tried to say that Kamala Harris, if she was president, we wouldn't be trying to bomb Iran right now. I was like, that's a lie, because I said Iran was in Kamala Harris's mouth a lot during her campaign. She even mentioned them during the DNC convention while she was campaigning. And what did she say about the military? She said, under me, we're going to have the most lethal military force in United States history. Why would you say that? Because when you say lethal, that doesn't mean you're going to be sending aid to anybody. You're not going to be handing out sandwiches and helping build schools. That means you're going to be killing people. And what did Kamala Harris say when she was asked what would happen?
What you'll do different? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. What she's when someone asked her what's going to happen to Iran if they retaliate against Israel?
That would be a bad idea.
And she was like, that would be a bad idea. And then there's like, well, can you elaborate? She basically she kind of just like,
you know what we would do.
What's gonna happen. She's like, you know, like the difference between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump is that like she wouldn't go rogue and post weird tweets about it and just do it without consulting Congress. She would just consult Congress very nicely, and Congress would be like, okay. The reason why Congress is upset is because they weren't asked.
Yeah. No,
a lot of those people in Congress would say yes.
Literally. Like you listen to all the things that has nothing to do with like sovereignty, has nothing to do with the fact that why are we doing this for Israel? It was like, wait a minute. You didn't ask us first. Xylism, what state is that? Because I need to look this up. Xylism says there are 2 Dems where I'm from who want to name a bridge after Trump took his ass.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, please, I want to know. Okay.
I need to know that. Louisiana, what?
Here, I want to play some real quick. For those who don't believe me, for those who do not believe me, I'm going to play something for y'all, okay?
What is your message to Iran?
Well, first of all, do not respond. It would be a mistake. And we are prepared to defend Israel as we have before. We will again. But the critical point is that there must be a de-escalation in the region. And we are working through diplomatic channels and other channels to ensure that there is a de-escalation in the region.
Is there any indication based on intelligence that you've seen that Iran wants to respond?
I can't speak to that, but we've been very clear as the United States that they should not respond and that it would be a mistake.
What are the consequences if they do? Okay.
You see what she said? Like, that was her answer. I'll keep you posted. That was,
yeah.
For
like,
those who wonder why it cut off. Bitch, you know why. And here, I'm going to play you this one too. Here, hold on, wait a minute.
Put on some foreign policy. Which foreign country do you consider to be our greatest adversary?
I think there's an obvious one in mind, which is Iran. Iran has American blood on their hands, okay? This attack on Israel, 200 ballistic missiles. What we need to do to ensure that Iran never achieves the ability to be a nuclear power, that is one of my highest priorities.
So if you
and
have
that must
proof
be.
that Iran is building a nuclear weapon, would you take military action?
I'm not going to talk about hypotheticals at this moment.
Oh, interesting. Sounds very.
Iran's been almost done with a nuclear missile for like the last 40 years.
Yeah, I was about
like,
to say, any minute now. Any minute
man.
now. Oh, and for anyone that doesn't believe me about the DNC speech,
I will never hesitate to take whatever action is necessary to defend our forces and our interests against Iran and Iran-backed terrorists. I will not cozy up to tyrants and dictators like Kim Jong-un.
And then here, I also want to bring, let's see, is this one here?
I condemn this attack unequivocally. I'm clear-eyed. Iran is a destabilizing, dangerous force in the Middle East, and today's attack on Israel only further demonstrates that fact. As I have said, I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself against Iran and Iran-backed terrorist militias. My commitment to the security of Israel is unwavering. And let us be clear, Iran is not only a threat to Israel, Iran is also a threat to American personnel in the region. We will never hesitate to take whatever action is necessary to defend U.S. forces and interests against Iran and Iran-backed terrorists.
So, I mean, once again, I just pointed all that out to say, for a person that would not be trying to go to war with Iran, she sounds like the type of person that would, like honestly, would we be at war with Iran like right this second? Maybe not, but it would have happened. It would have happened conveniently when it was, the best moment for her.
I tell this to people all the time. Like I know I've said it here a bunch of times. They don't want them to not do it.
No,
they don't care if they do it. Like I'm talking, the blue MAGA, right?
Right.
Which is like pretty much like all Dems at this point. But they want to not know about it. Right.
That was what somebody else said.
Yeah. And I'm like, you wouldn't care if we were assassinating their president or fucking up their economy or funding rebel forces or sending weapons to rebel forces, things that every president ever always does all the time, right? Like literally assassinating Gaddafi, removing Gaddafi to where then he gets killed, and then throwing that shit upside down was king of the Democrats, Osama bin Laden. Barack Obama, Jesus. That was not even trying to be funny. I just slipped.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The only reason why we don't say he's a war criminal more, like George W. Bush, we call him a war criminal because we fucking hated that guy. The reason why we don't call Obama a war criminal is because, ironically, a lot of people fucking love that guy. And it's like honestly, it'll probably.
How many straight up?
Yeah.
I have to fight to dislike him.
No, same.
I hear him talking. I'm like, man, those were stop it.
Somebody was even telling me, they were like, you don't have to like every person that you vote for. And I was like, dude, that's the crazy part. I've never liked a single politician that I voted for in the presidential election. I've only ever liked one, and that was Obama. I voted for the dude twice. The first time I loved him. I
would have voted for him the third time if I could not.
Dude, no, the second time I fucking hated him, but I voted for him anyway because like the mystique. By the time that he was up for re-election, the mystique had worn off, so I didn't care anymore. But that's neither here nor there. I contain multitudes. I can dislike someone and still vote for them. I do it all the time. I actually. Yeah, okay, my first, to show some age, my first presidential election was Bush versus Kerry. That was the first presidential election I was legally able to vote in.
And paying attention to and shit,
Yeah, all of the above. Like I literally, like, the way, because I think by the time, so, like, when it was Bush Al Gore, the way that it lined up, the election was before I turned 18. So I couldn't vote. I legally could not vote that year because of the way that worked out. Because I'm a December baby. So yeah, that sucks to suck. But you know,
I think I was eligible, but I was also like an idiot. Yeah, a couple people are saying your volume's a little low.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Give me a sec.
But I was an idiot. I was drinking and didn't give a shit.
That?
I imagine it's louder for me, so that's good.
My bad, y'all. Here, let me turn that down just a taste. You know what it is? I think I know what it is. It's a whenever I jump in like people's like StreamYard or like their Video Ninja or whatever.
They say you're too loud.
No.
Oh.
It's the sites take control of my mic and turn it down.
Got it. Yep.
Which is
I've seen you
crazy.
do that.
It's crazy because I literally have my Windows like sound settings to where no one should be able to do that.
Right.
And so that's scary to me. I should have someone told me to check it because when I went on Black Comic Lords, they use StreamYard and I should have fucking looked at it. But I was like, nah, it's probably gonna be fine. No, it wasn't fine.
It was not fine.
It was actually quite the fucking opposite. Real quick, before we get into the boys, there is something else I wanted to take a peek at. I don't know if you saw this, but the trailer for The Punisher, One Last Kill came out. And for those that don't know, this is a Marvel special presentation. Very similar to the Werewolf by Night special presentation. So we're going to take a look at that real quick and see what all the hubbub is about. And fingers crossed. When it comes out, I believe it's going to come out like May the 12th or 21st, something like that.
12, yeah.
Yeah, so when it comes out, man, hopefully it doesn't suck. So here, let's go take a look at it. Let me pull it up here. Bam.
Hey, Frank.
Oh, we're gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
How you doing, brother?
All right.
He's like, let's go.
Talk to me.
I'm a sucker for trailers. If the trailer's good, I'm like, it's gonna be good. I don't care.
Right.
Tell me what's going on.
Oh shit.
He's losing it.
That boy ain't right.
Think God's gonna forgive us
I
for
got
the things we've
PTSD.
done?
I don't have the hallucination gun, and I'm kind of mad. I'm like, dang, I want to see shit.
I want to see my dead friends.
Yeah.
You?
Shit.
You ain't got a fucking chance.
Damn.
You just watched that shit come? You could have just moved. You could have stepped to the side.
This remind me of the Boondocks. Man, she saw Peachy stage.
That's all you got? That's all you got?
Come on, man. Come on. Look,
oh man!
If it comes out and it's bad,
yeah,
I'm gonna find whoever greenlit that trailer,
mm-hmm.
and we're gonna have to do a reenactment of the trailer on that person. Because I'm like, you said put that out knowing it looked bad as fuck, but it was gonna be trash. See,
yeah, we got to
fight. With my emotions. We can't have that.
Oh no, that's a paddling. That's a paddling right there. Yeah, that's
that shit looks dope.
Well, and the thing is, because I saw some people that were concerned, like, oh, is it going to be rated R? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be rated R. I think that was like one of the first things they said. But honestly, the shit could be rated NC-17, but if it sucks, that's not going to save it.
That's right.
Like an R rating, like if you have a bad script and like bad direction, your shit could literally be rated to where it can't be played anywhere, and it will still fucking suck.
Here's what I'll defend like the optimism of a rated R, because if I didn't see a rated R, I would expect a diluted Punisher. So at least they're gonna let me see some what do they call it, Marvel Max.
Marvel
Max. At least they're gonna let me see like for real. Now let's hope that along with us seeing him like go all out, that it's also good, No.
Yeah. I look, for me, I'm in. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not gonna watch this shit. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I will say it as a guy who, well, like, I know we've talked about this on the Blerd Cave before. Carter fucking hates the Netflix Punisher TV show. He thinks it's terrible. I loved the first season of it, even though I had my issues.
What does he think is terrible for? Like,
he thought it was boring. Which I mean, honestly, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because it is one of those shows that, we're talking about a time where Netflix had that mandatory 13 episodes or nothing. And I will be the first one to say that is my only complaint with the show, is that it's too long. For 13 episodes, there's a lot of boring shit that goes on. There's some episodes where it's like a lot of people I actually expect a lot of people to not remember this, because like the passage of time, we've allowed ourselves to kind of be removed enough from it that, some things that bugged us then, we don't let it bug us as much now. But like back in the Marvel Netflix days, that was the most common complaint everybody had with Marvel Netflix, was that you'd get a 13 episode show. 7 of those episodes would be lit, or maybe like 7 or 8 of those episodes would be lit, and then like the remaining like like 5 whatever episodes or whatever were usually garbage. Like there was usually a point, and man, it almost happened with every show pretty much, like almost exactly in the same space, was like you would probably reach like episode 7 or 8, and then you would hit 3 back-to-back episodes where what shit going on. Like it was just like, it's like, this is
like
boring.
Filler episodes.
Yeah, they were just filler episodes. But then like the last like 2 or 3 episodes would be lit again. And I don't give a fuck what show it was. Every Marvel Netflix show had it. Luke Cage had it. Daredevil had it. Punisher had it. Even the best seasons of Marvel Netflix, which I think like Jessica Jones season 1, Punisher season 1, Daredevil season 1, I think those are like, and also Daredevil season 3, I think those are borderline perfect seasons of Marvel Netflix television. And even those 4 seasons had that problem. And that's why they're not perfect in my eyes. But yeah, that's another story altogether.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of this, because this is not a TV show. This is a one and done. Honestly, I wouldn't expect this shit to be more than like 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe, give or take. And honestly, I think it's gonna tell a concise story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. I know some people are kind of worried because the subtitle of the special presentation is One Last Kill. So there's a lot of people like, oh, don't tell me he's gonna fucking die by the end of it, or that like, you telling me he's gonna stop killing people. It's like there's people who are already worried. And I was like, man, pay the subtitle less attention than the actual show. The subtitles don't fucking matter. They really don't. They're just there to make shit sound more important than what it is. Like, they could have just as easily called Avengers Age of Ultron Avengers 2, because let's keep it a buck. The only reason it was called Age of Ultron is because it was a title that was right there. It didn't have shit fuck all to do with the Age of Ultron comic at all, other than, like, it involving Ultron. One
last kill is going to be 60 minutes.
60 minutes, there you go. So there you go. There you go. I said 45 to an hour. There you go. So I think let's be excited. Let's allow ourselves to be excited. I don't need to overanalyze the Punisher. I don't need to overanalyze the subtitle of the short film that we're getting. Like, it's probably gonna be heartbreaking. It's probably gonna be fun. We're probably gonna see some people get blown off in hilarious ways. I'm here for it. I love John Bernthal as a Punisher. Personally, I wish they would have kept Ray Winstone, but that's another story altogether.
As Punisher?
Yeah. I like that was oh man. Actually, wait, did I say Ray Winstone? Not Ray Winstone, the other guy.
Ray's dead, boo.
Yeah, that guy, the other guy. It
would have been nice to have, right?
It would have been nice to have because, like, well, to be fair, he was, John Bernthal got cast as the Punisher like long before dude died. But basically, the actor Ray Stevenson, who played Punisher in Punisher Warzone, I actually thought he was the best on-screen Punisher, like the most comic accurate on-screen Punisher that we had gotten up to that point. And I get why they cast Bernthal, because I mean he's a good actor. He can get the point across. And I think he is currently the best. I would kind of tie him with Ray Stevenson, if for no other reason than I feel like they play very different versions of the Punisher. I feel like John Bernthal plays a very good, like,
he's too realistic to me.
There's that. Okay, I tell you what it is. So I think that if you were talking about, hey, I want a movie with a Punisher who is kind of more like a Marvel Knights or Marvel Max version of Punisher, I'd be like, okay, yeah, Ray Stevenson. If you said, hey, I want a Punisher that's a little bit more, like realistic, like kind of like Earth 616 Punisher, but just like a little less cartoonish, like way more serious and like in a real world where like other superheroes don't exist, I would say John Bernthal, because that was one of those things. Like I was like, yeah, he makes sense for that sort of thing. But yeah, if it was it was a perfect world for me, and it would have been Ray Stevenson that just kept playing that character, because I don't care what anybody says. I fucking love Punisher Warzone. That movie is so silly and knows exactly what it is.
I love Bernthal's acting. I love his Punisher. He's a difference. He is my favorite Punisher actor. But the Punisher he plays, I would say I like Warzone's better.
Yeah.
Because what I don't like, I'm okay with the deconstructed what if superheroes were a real thing. I'm okay with that. But sometimes I'm like, bro, he's the Punisher. Can we stop having him just be like, I'm recovering? I'm like, why? Because in real life, if you're not a superhero and you're dealing with guns and people shooting, you're gonna be fucked up a lot of the time, right? So like, I get it, but it's still the Marvel universe, and he's still the fucking Punisher. And the Punisher doesn't spend 80% of his run recovering from bullet wounds and shit. You know, like
I mean, like, you know what it is for me? It's every time we get a new Punisher, we gotta rehash the origin, or we have to harp on the origin. It's like, look, man, sometimes, like, I think the Spider-Man approach is always like the better approach for certain characters. Not every character, but certain characters. Like, I think there are some characters that we don't need to rehash Uncle Ben getting clapped.
Dying.
You don't have to
rehash
crash. Martha and Thomas Wayne.
The pearls hitting the ground.
Yeah, I don't need. If I see the pearls hit the ground one more time, like what was that shit? What was it? I was watching this shit the other day. What was it? Next Friday. The part where Pinky was like, "Whoa, you say it again. Say it again. Say something." Like, that's me every time I see them pearls hit the pavement. When I see the pearls hit the pavement of Crime Alley, I just want to crash the fuck out because I'm like, bruh, why?
Why were you in Crime Alley anyway? That's what I want to know.
I'm like, honestly, you know what? His parents deserve to die. I'm sorry.
Victim blaming all day when it comes to the Waynes. Hey, we can actually go down right here. It'll save us 10 minutes. What is this? We call that Crime Alley. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, we're gonna go around.
Yeah, we're not
gonna go through there. Nah.
Like, it's like, well, no, I'm rich. They're not gonna do anything to me.
Right.
Okay. I guess so. I don't. Yeah, like and I'm sorry, but like I feel like I don't need a super serious Punisher, and I'm gonna tell you, this is my one concern for this special presentation. This is my one concern that I have for it, is that I'm scared that we are gonna wind up watching him brood for too fucking long. And don't get me wrong, I know the Punisher broods, but here's the thing. There's a difference between watching the Punisher brood in a comic, because, like, you know, you can get through those pages pretty quickly. But there's a whole other thing for the Punisher to brood and just be like a fucking 5, 10, 15 minutes worth of like him just sitting around sulking. Because that was my issue with that was like my one thing with the first season of the Netflix show. I was like, man, he really is just kind of sitting around just brooding a lot. I mean, I get it, you know, your family got clapped, you're gonna be sad, but like, I was like, man, please go kill some people right now so you can get over that shit. Because I was like, I really don't want to watch you brood for 4 episodes worth of scene time. Like, I don't. And yeah, it is what it is. But like, I want people to understand, you're probably not gonna see this shit until at least halfway through the presentation. Just go ahead and do, like, because I saw some people that were thinking, oh, this is a movie. This is a movie. Oh, I can't wait. You know, for this movie to come out. I was like, I mean, it is a movie. It's a short movie. But like, I was like, this is a Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, this isn't going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, this is going to be like a tight hour. And honestly, you know what? You could take some of that runtime down a little bit. Because I promise you, a lot of it's going to be credits. Not a lot of it, but at least 5 or 10 minutes of that runtime is probably attributed to credits. But that's another story altogether. That's whatever. My excitement is no less.
Right.
My excitement is no less. So, you know, let's fingers crossed it doesn't suck. That's my hope. That is my hope.
I know you got a I know you got a silver and
yeah, we do. We're gonna take a peek at this real quick. I want to here, boom. Let's pull this up right quick. We got one here from Vandolph the Black. Man, 15 months of the Blerd Club Silver says Tropes thought that answer was whitelisted.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm gonna dude. So check this out. I don't know if y'all saw what his response was. I don't know if y'all saw what his response was to providing cover for Rob Liefeld. I don't know if y'all saw any of that. Like, yeah, fuck it. Let's go back down. Let's go back down and look at it. But basically, this is what he did. He posted this. Apparently, he posted this at like 2 something in the morning. And was like, I think Rob Liefeld is a complex guy, and it's too simple to pin him down as just one thing. In person, he's been very friendly to me. Is he defensive or argumentative? Probably, but he also became super successful at a really young age. Okay, first off, now we're infantilizing him. And he has had some really mean stuff said to him. Boo. That's going to affect how you interact with the world. I wish he tried new things as an artist, but I also loved his comics as a teenager, and there's no denying they connect with readers. Maybe just give him some grace. So then people started kicking his back in. And then it was like, this isn't to defend what Rob posted, but I don't think it helps when a creator is attacked from all sides. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have some stuff in common. We all love comics. I probably don't have the ability with words, but I'm just trying to cool things down. I suppose that's not really my responsibility. It's 2:30 a.m. and I'm having trouble sleeping. Okay, so that was his response when people started beating his ass. That was his response when people started beating his ass inside out. So then fast forward another few hours, and he was like, I was dealing with insomnia, was trying to make a post to cool the temperature. First off, I hate when people say that shit. You're not trying to cool the temperature.
That's like Roseanne's Ambien.
Right? Dude, get that bullshit about my face.
Everybody loves talking about sleep. Like, man, I'm sorry.
Man,
I was tired. I was so tired.
Yeah. You tired, all right.
I was sleepy. I'm sorry.
It's like, bro, get out my face with that bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here.
But I hear what folks are saying and can't defend it. Wasn't my goal to either. Motherfucker, you were defending the sumbitch. You were literally making excuses for why he's like this. But anyway, he says, Rob started the drama unprompted, and so I'll let the chips fall where they may. I have a knee-jerk response to worry about comic creators when it feels like a lot of people are ganging up on them. Fuck that dude. He's rich. But there is also a power imbalance in these posts. How? How is there a power imbalance?
The guy with a million to what? How many?
He has like at least hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, dude. I do not feel sorry for this guy. He says, sorry I inserted myself when it's not about me. And then he just basically left alone. I don't think he said anything else about it.
Okay.
But the thing is, my thing is, I don't ever really feel it necessary for me to like defend people when they're grown ass people who can defend themselves. And for those that are wondering, because I saw somebody bring it up, what was it that Rob Liefeld did or said or like whatever the fuck? Here's the thing: it wasn't even so much that he said something that was just like so odious. It was how he presented it. Basically, there's a dude that was just, it was just someone minding their own business. Minding their own fucking business. Like, just talking about comics, and said, I think Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man is up there with Ditka and Stan Lee's Amazing Fantasy Run. Genuinely some of the best Spider-Man comics you can read. And here comes Rob Liefeld. Oh, and
because Rob Liefeld, people are mean to him. He says this. What do you expect?
It's like, bro, dude, literally tell us some ha. Bendis directly takes from the Lee Ditko classics and puts them in a modern setting. The credit is due to Lee Ditko, not the fresh coat of paint brushed over them. Jesus, what a terrible take. Here's the thing.
Come on, people are mean to the guy. What else can he post? He has to post that.
Like, wait a minute. It's so rich. It's so rich that the guy who co-created Deadpool, which for those of y'all don't know, Deadpool was literally a palette swap of Deathstroke. Come on, bro. Come on.
Right,
dude.
Right.
Like, okay. And for those, and I feel like this should be public knowledge by this point, but I don't know. Maybe some people don't know this, but so Deathstroke is an assassin for hire. Deathstroke the Terminator, assassin for hire, who wears like a duotone costume. blue and yellow or orange or whatever the fuck. Blue and orange. Yeah. Deadpool is an assassin for hire, the merc with a mouth, that's his tagline, with a duotone costume, red and black. They wear full face masks, They have very similar pouch, militarized, costume structure, swords and guns. They have gun and sword and gun.
Right. Gung fu.
Yeah, right. One's named Slade Wilson, and the other one's named Wade Wilson. Huh? Gee,
coincidence.
You know what it is? I was like, dude, Rob Liefeld is basically the fucking Vanilla Ice of comics.
Right.
See, theirs goes dun 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 dun, and ours goes dun 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 dun. See, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's different. It's different. I'm sorry. And also, I want to point out too, Rob Liefeld's a terrible writer. Have y'all ever tried reading Youngblood? That shit was kind of ass when he was writing it. Not to mention, if you think that he's responsible for the personality of Deadpool, he wasn't. That was Fabian Nicieza.
Nicieza,
yeah. I was like, bro, why are we?
Yeah.
He's the light of Mortarom of comics.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
I mean, yeah, he kind of is.
Damn.
Yeah. He's the Rob, the light
the power world of comic books.
Right? I mean, this is, and then talking about, that's just rich, talking about originality when your shit is just so fucking obvious, dude. Come on, bro. But no, that said, I want to also double back to something else that was said. This is also Vandalf the Black with a $2 super chat says, we bring POC talking points, not GOP talking points. And that is that's on 100. Yeah. I don't, there is nothing the GOP has to say that you're going to hear me repeat. At least not with the context, unless the context is me saying, yeah, fuck that. That's the only way. But yeah. But no, it is what you know what I just realized? Man, people named Rob are never beating the charges, man. Man, that is just crazy to me.
What did Rob what did Rob just do a review on?
The antagonist. Interesting, huh? Yeah, we'll be that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be a thing. I want y'all to understand something. It has not gone unnoticed. It is not exactly. I was gonna say exactly. Thank Xylism. You read my mind. Also, I don't know if y'all saw
I screenshotted that and sent it to Ernie. I'm like,
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Robo sent that shit to me. So many other people were sending me that shit too. Hey, you see what he talking about? You see what he talking about? Y'all see what he talking about now?
I'm not saying you got to do a video on it, but just check it out. All right. Check it out.
I shot the video that night. I've just been going through
you
it.
Would.
The only reason I'm gonna tell y'all now, the video is gonna come out tomorrow. The only reason it's not out today or sooner is because there was something I originally wanted to put in the video, and I think honestly it would actually make the video undeniable. However, I did not want to make it hot for someone because there were some things that if I would have showed them in the video, it would have made it really obvious who told me, and I didn't want to make it hot for anyone. So I wanted to protect the people who confided in me under confidence. Now, I will say
the stories are real, but the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Hey. I'm just saying, man. Look, hey, I'm just saying. But no, I will say though, if it goes any further, I have been given permission to unload the clip. So I have been given permission to unload if it comes to it. But basically, just know I know some shit. So I even redacted something I said about him just to kind of protect myself on it. But no, I'm gonna take care of the people who confided in me in confidence. So yes, until they give me the go ahead, I will. We're gonna keep that particular bit of powder dry, but everything else I'm unloading. Now that said, yeah, we're I know we've made it a little political today. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And I want people to know that, like, I'm not gonna judge you if you still fuck with Rob, whether it's Rob of Comics Explained or Rob Liefeld or Comic Tropes. I don't care. I just know that you ain't ever gonna see me fucking with him unless Comic Tropes comes to me and says something. Me and him ain't got nothing to talk about. So so I'm gonna leave that at that. I just want him to know. I saw how greasy he talked about me that one time, and I just like for people to know that I know. Yeah, and I was like, dude, you don't even fucking know me. You're talking about me. You don't even know me.
That's what he gets. That's what I'm telling you. That's,
like, you don't even
identity
know me.
Politics will beat your ass every time.
Every time, dude. Also,
every time.
White liberals. I'm not gonna apply liberal to Comic Tropes. I don't really fully know his political beliefs, but the way he moves is kind of like a white lib.
If you're not a socialist, you're a liberal, and I'm pretty sure he's not a socialist.
Yeah, he's not. I doubt it. He also. Yeah. Can I be honest with y'all about something?
Yes, you can. This is the only place you can be honest. You're
right?
Safe here.
if I can't be honest here, where can I be honest?
Where can you?
So my thing is, I'm really sick and tired of people saying like acting as if because someone made something you liked, that means they're above reproach.
Right.
I feel like, you know, like I like case in point, I always like to use this as an example. I fucking love Sensational She-Hulk. That's like my favorite, like it's like in my top 5 favorite comics of all time. The Sensational She-Hulk series by John Byrne. Do you know that doesn't stop me from calling that dude a whole piece of shit and a fucking transphobe because of the fucked up shit he has said?
I guess that means you hate She-Hulk.
I guess so. I guess so. Maybe. I don't know, man. I got questions, but yeah. It is what it is. And also, can we stop? Like, okay, was someone nice to you? Fine. That doesn't negate them being a piece of shit to somebody else.
That's right.
And here's the thing. I'm not saying that, like, Rob did something that was just so unconscionable. But the thing is, it's like, dude, it
shows you who he is, though.
Right.
It shows you who he is. Like, this is why people don't like his ass.
And you know what? I even said this to somebody else unrelated to this, but we were talking about something else. Matter of fact, shit, I think I said this to Mike Choi, who was defending him. Then he pulled the same shit and said he wasn't defending Rob. But I told him, I said, the way someone acts towards someone, when they think they have nothing to gain from that person, or they feel like it's not that big a deal, or they think no one's going to really pay it any attention, that's when a motherfucker's at their realist. That is when they're at their realist. And here's the thing. Rob thought that shit would not have gotten seen. He thought, here, let me pull this back up so y'all can see it. Like I said, did he say anything that was just like so fucking out of pocket? No, he did not. I don't think he said anything that was just so, like, he didn't say anything racist. He didn't say anything homophobic or transphobic or bigoted or anything like that. No, he was just a fucking dick is all it was. But that's enough. And the thing is, he did this to someone who wasn't even talking about him. Like, right. This came up apropos of nothing. This is like, hey, I'm talking about, you know, pancakes. I like, oh man, dude, you know what I really love? man, I really love pancakes. And then some random person comes along and says, what a garbage take. Everybody knows that waffles are the real pancakes. Waffles are better than pancakes 10 times out of 10. Jesus. Yeah, that's basically like what happened. And I'm like, and you know what? Do I get aggro with people online? Sure, I do. But the thing is, I'm not being aggro with people who are being totally normal.
Right.
Like you're like I don't
like
see
I
people,
like a thing. How?
Right.
Let me go on there and just shit all over their fun.
Right? Like I'm not like I don't like if I see someone saying, "Man, you know what I really like? I really love the Legion of Superheroes. That's my favorite comic ever." And even though me, a guy who
fucking idiot.
yeah, right. I walk and be like no, you know what I'm gonna tell you what it really is. I'm gonna tell you what it really is, and it's something that I think is probably. I think you know what? Yeah, I'll say it. I think it's probably one of the most accurate things I could ever do or say in regards to that. Nigga, did I just catch you having fun? Right? You know, like I'm just saying. Acting
like a mom who caught you doing nothing while she's cleaning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on.
Bro.
Come on. Like, I'm just living here. Why are you mad at me because you're cleaning and I'm not?
Right? Like, I'm sorry, but you know what? Huh? Really? Like, I don't do that shit. Like, yeah, if I see you out here talking that Fox News bullshit, like if I see you out here like talking crazy,
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna fry you up. I'm gonna fucking fry you up. But I'm not gonna just I'm not just gonna walk up like you know what dude, okay, you know I know you know what meme I'm talking about when I say this shit too, so it's gonna be even more fucking hilarious just because of it. But like how many of y'all know it's like one of those Pepe memes. I forget what it's actually called. There's like because they all have like a specific name that correlates with them. But what's the meme where like the kids laying on like the little Peppy kids laying on the ground and his fries and his chicken nuggies and everything are like knocked on the floor and there's like somebody like standing over him like overshadowing him or some shit. Like if you know that meme,
like you just beat him,
right. Like it's like that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. When I see people like doing what Rob Liefeld did,
right?
That's the type of shit that I see. And don't get me wrong, I don't want anybody to get it twisted. I personally, I mean, do I think Rob Liefeld's the worst artist ever? I mean, sometimes I joke about it. Because it's a popular thing to joke about.
Right.
Is that
he's not the worst, but he's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, like he's like the motherfucker is like here.
You know what he is? You know what he is more than bad or good?
What's that?
This is something you can't take away from him. He is iconic, right? He is iconic. Yeah. And if only he could just like know that.
Right.
Like, the dude is literally synonymous with 90s comics. Him, Jim Lee, like these people, he's 90s comics. Take that. That's a W. But you suck, right?
Yeah,
like,
you suck. You suck as
the art of the original. I'm sorry, this might be sacrilege. And I get we love him and he was cheated. I get it. But the original first Batman, if somebody came to our comics and drew like that today, that wouldn't fly. Okay.
No.
But that doesn't mean we're shitting on that's still the creator, right? He still has a lot to be proud of.
Yeah.
But if you tell that dude, Yeah, but I mean, your shit was kind of doo-doo water, right? Fridge, right? Remember, right? Fridge, Captain America, right?
Captain America, you remember
How
that shit?
dare you? I'm Rob Liefeld, and he just can't let that shit go.
And you know, it's funny too because like, it's like, yeah, dude, there's way worse shit. There's so much other shit that you should be. But yeah, this is shit I'm talking about right here. This is how Rob Liefeld did dude on the internet. He was like, man, just walked up and just slap that motherfucker's chicken nuggies. Dude, chicken nuggies laying all on the goddamn nasty ass floor. Fries all over the nasty. Look at Sprite all over the nasty ass floor. Like, dude.
If you ask comic tropes, though, but if you ask comic tropes, the frog is Rob Liefeld. He's like, man, that little guy, leave that little guy alone, man. You're so mean to him. That's why he has to be this way. Do you understand?
And you know, it's funny too, because I think this was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I remember once upon a time I was talking about another channel and I misspoke because I was talking about a channel that I thought was problematic. And I misspoke and said comic tropes. And I corrected myself because people were like, comic tropes, he's like the nicest dude. And then when like I thought about it, I was like, oh shit, I actually meant this other channel. That's vaguely similarly named. And it kind of and then when other shit happened the other day, I thought about it and was like, I feel like that thing, I don't know if you saw one of FD's more recent, like his like streaming clips, but like it was one where he said, I can't prove that so-and-so is such and such. But man, one day I feel like I'm gonna find the evidence, and that was kind of how I felt
talking about the Democrat dude from Surrounded.
Yeah. He was talking about dude. Wasn't it Isaiah something or other? But
Isaiah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Isaiah Thomas. Like, no, not that guy.
See, my dumb ass was like Isaiah Bradley. I was like, no, that's Black Captain America. But no, and I almost said Isaiah Washington, but that's like somebody else entirely. That's but no.
Now I gotta know.
But no, I felt the exact same way. I was like, man, I can't prove the comic tropes is on some bullshit, but I'm just gonna hold my tongue until I can.
Isaiah Martin.
That's him. Yes, Isaiah Martin. There you go. Which, you know, don't get me wrong. Isaiah Martin, fantastic debater and very good at dunking on MAGAs.
But like, we're just waiting. We're just waiting. Like, there's going to be like, he's going to show his ass eventually.
He's a whole Zionist. He is a whole Zionist.
Oh, he's already came out.
Yeah, he's been out. He's a whole Zionist. Okay. He's a mouthpiece.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a mouthpiece for Israel. So don't.
So the Democratic Party and the Republican Party.
Yeah, basically everybody. Like, I always jokingly call Hakeem Jeffries APAC Shakur, but like you could honestly say that about Isaiah Martin too. So
right,
take that how you want to. Anyway, let's talk about the thing we came here to talk about. Let's talk about. Let's talk about them boys, and I don't mean the Cowboys. Let's talk about the boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town.
It's like that's all I've literally been just waiting on that, like for.
You had that shit in your pocket, burning a hole in your pocket.
Dude, it really was. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. It really was. Like I'm dead ass here when I say that shit. But no, the boys. The fifth and final season. This is the series finale. It's back. But here's the question: are we so back? That's the real question. I think, you know what? I was worried at first because I think you and I talked about this when season 4 came out. My issue was, I was like, man, I'm starting to get tired. Not tired of the boys, but like, because
we get it, it's MAGA guy.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Which is funny, which is even more funny just because that season 4, as we all remember, that was the season where MAGA finally figured out that they were being made fun of.
Are we the bad guys?
Right? It's like, but the thing is, it was one of those where I was like, dude, okay, let's keep it a buck. Nobody from MAGA's watching this show like that. So really what's happening here is you're preaching to the choir. Like you're preaching to the pulpit we are already. It's like, yes,
we know.
Yes,
no, we know.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. God damn it, shit. God damn. Like, can we get back to
I think they got it.
I think they got the message. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, let's see. Let's see how the rest of the season.
CPAC in there.
Yes.
We got the obvious Trump. We got the red hats. We got CPAC. We got the whole shebang.
AI. We got the AI.
Yep.
Like,
we got AI.
Like any
so that's a current reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shit that we heard with our own ears, that's not true. That's AI. Yep.
The tanning of the buttholes. The tanning of the buttholes. We got that. That was a thing. That's right.
What is that from?
You haven't seen. I forgot. So full disclosure. So 2 episodes.
No. I mean, what is it referencing in real life?
Oh, remember how who the fuck was it? Was it Tucker Carlson or Matt Walsh or somebody that was talking about?
Oh yeah,
doing getting sun on your butthole,
increasing the testosterone. You going spread eagle towards the sun and shit. Yeah.
That shit was diabolical.
I don't know why anybody wanted to stop him. Like, yeah, do that. Get some skin cancer on your balls. Stop breeding.
Like, here, I want to see. Can I? You know what? I don't know. I don't know how much of this I can show, but here I'm
give
just
it time, Los. Give it time. I know for a fact. I will bet money. I'll put money down right now that somebody's going to get assassinated on their side, and it's going to be the biggest fucking deal. They're gonna do Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, they're gonna do. Yeah. Oh, you know what, man. I don't know. They might. Because
so when I say I think they're learning their lesson, I don't know if they learned their lesson that hard. I think they're gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. Well, like case in point, they did this bullshit right here with the. I'm not gonna show the other image because it's a little. It's not like gratuitous, but it's kind of close. But no, like they have one where they show dude like using it. Like legs up in the air, just like how dude was in the video.
Yeah.
And then I love this right here. Prolonged exposure of perineum to UV light can cause anal cancer. I love that was down there.
A fact. So we get to like make fun of, like, by the way, all these idiots are probably giving themselves butt cancer.
Yes. 100. Also, I mean, they're doing TikTok challenges and shit to like remixed
the deep
audio.
Is red pill.
Yeah,
right?
He's Andrew Tate. He's literally because they even do the part where he's like liking women is gay or women being attracted to you is so gay.
Cuddling, like, dude, kissing. That's kind of gay.
It's like, bro, what are we doing? And like I said, I will say this though, since a lot of this shit just came out, I don't want to dig into the big spoilers. Like right now, we're just talking about bullshit that comes up on the show. I don't want to talk about the big spoilers, so let's try and keep that shit out of the chat, and we're not going to really go there. But what I will say is, and this is something that happens literally within the first like 5 minutes of the show, is if you remember the what was it, the Flight 37 deal that happened in the first season where the plane was going to crash, but like Homelander knew he couldn't actually save everybody on the plane, nor did he really have a desire to.
No one, right?
Yeah, rather than save anyone, he chose to save no one. And Maeve was like, hey, what are we doing? And someone took a video, and we have been literally waiting for that video to get leaked since season 1.
That's right.
And basically the show opens with that video getting leaked, and of course, because of the nature of what this is, it's like, oh yeah, it was AI. That's what it was. And they even went back in and retouched up the video to make it look like Homelander had extra fingers, so that like people would be like, oh, see, AI,
7 fingers, yeah.
Which that right there was like a really obvious throw at the Trump administration, because the Trump administration, what do? They use AI for so much shit. And then the second they get caught doing some bullshit, what do they say? Oh, that was AI. But it's like, but the shit you were posting earlier wasn't AI. It's like they're gaslighting you. And there's a lot of other really cool stuff going on. As some of y'all may or may not remember, Ashley got a lot more screen time, I think, in just these 2 episodes than what she typically gets in most seasons. And I actually thought that was pretty cool because, like, they've been kind of rehabilitating her character in some interesting ways. Like, because when you first meet Ashley in season 1, she's just not a nice person, and you just know that she's just hot trash. And then, like, as you go along, you find out, oh, wait, she's hot trash, but there's a person underneath that hot trash. And then it's like, and like the longer and longer and longer goes, you realize, like, oh, yeah, like, she actually is not down with any of the shit that's going on, but she knows that she has to go along with it. Otherwise, she's a dead woman. She knows that. And it becomes even more obvious this season that is the case. Like, she is very painfully aware as vice president of the United States, which she is not qualified to be, mind you.
That's right.
And I also shout out to Chris Hayes, who just getting cameos out here. I thought that was wild. That because I thought when she said Chris Hayes, I thought that, like, oh, they're not going to actually show Chris Hayes. They're just going to be like, hey, Chris Hayes. That's like that's a journalist, and journalist personality. They're like, oh yeah, that's a name everybody knows. It's like, oh no, shit, they actually got Chris Hayes to show up. Goddamn. But like, yeah, going into like the religious fundamentalism that comes up, with this, when they're like, doing the podcast and shit, like kind of the white Christian nationalism of the MAGA movement and whatnot, all that shit, like everything was there. Like everything was there. I like what they're doing. I like how they're setting a lot of this shit up. Everybody's getting some really, really cool moments. Some definitely more than others, obviously. But I like that A-Train got to have a little bit of business. I like he got to have a little bit of business. Yeah, and you know what? I saw someone said Daveed Diggs, he was was such a treat. I'm not gonna hold you. I was laughing my ass off every time that motherfucker was on camera because his shit was diabolical. That dude's shit was so diabolical. Like the way that motherfucker was playing. When he was in preacher mode. There's a part you haven't seen it yet, Robo, but there's a part that's gonna come up and you go laugh when it happens because you're gonna be like, add that to the list of things that they have referenced that is happening. For real. You're gonna be like, oh,
it's like Law and Order SVU, and they take real shit. Like, nah, we're just gonna put it in the show, though.
Yeah. We're like I said, you're gonna change the, you're gonna change the name.
That's right. That's right. To protect the innocent. That's right.
Also, I love he had. I love how Daveed had the little handkerchief. He was patting his head when he was giving the sermon like he was fucking TD Jakes. I love that shit, dude. I was like, I'm fucking here for it. Let's fucking go. That, like, honestly, yeah. Oh, and the fucking concentration camps, the fucking alligator Alcatraz,
freedom camps.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm sorry, but dude, like, yeah, honestly, shit, they might have a reference to Charlie Kirk in this motherfucker. Shit,
I bet.
Yeah, it's a Creflo Dollar handkerchief.
Here's what I'll ask you. Here's in chat. I wanna hear from all y'all. What do you think? Do you think this is going to end the way the comics ended? Is everyone dead? Because they could change it up. They could give us a happy ending, right? Because they've changed a lot of the book.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's kind of, honestly, I feel like, because they've already kind of changed so much to the point where it's almost unrecognizable now. In terms of like, is this the comic? Is this the show? Yeah. Like they've diverged so widely now that I'm like, you know what? Honestly, they could really do whatever they want, I think. And honestly, I want them to, because it's working for it's worked for the boys thus far. It's working for Invincible. Because for those who haven't been keeping up, they did. Yes, they did. They did parody Daniel Schneider, the old boy who was on Nickelodeon. And
oh, the worm.
Kids.
That's right. Sure shit.
That was
That's right.
That was
she was 18 when I was emailing her. Yeah.
And they brought up like Miranda Cosgrove and all this other shit. I was like, bro, I was like, y'all went there. Oh my God. Dude even kind of looked like old boy. I was like, oh shit. But
Butcher's dying. I do think Butcher and Homeland die. Like I don't think Homelander is going to lose his powers. I think Homelander dies. Butcher dies 100%. That's the only way he's going to get redeemed with his dark arc he's going on now.
Yeah, and if Butcher lives, I don't think that's a good move. I don't think it's a good move to let him live.
No, I do want him to die as a part of a sacrifice. I need him. I would like to see him redeemed, and in order to get this thing to Homelander, he has to expose himself and he'll die. But I don't think they're going to kill everyone. I think we're going to see Starlight,
yeah. Well,
she went on a dark arc too. So
she did too.
I don't know.
Well, okay, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you who, Butcher and Homelander, definitely not safe. They are not safe at all. They are not safe at all. The
Deep is dead.
Oh no, the Deep, and actually, I think Black Noir. I think I tell you what they'll do. I think Black.
He's kind of been he's been a throwaway character for I'm surprised he's not dead yet.
No, 100%. And you know what? Yeah. But I tell you what I think is going to happen with Black Noir though. I think whoever the current Black Noir is, he will die. There'll still be a Black Noir. It just I think that's going to be that character that's always around because they wear a mask. It could be anybody. Really is what I think is going on there.
Tim has a good point. I still stick to he's dying, but I think you're right. I think we're gonna have to watch Homelander for at least some time not have his powers, and we're gonna see what a fucking bitch he is. Because you're right. I think that was too powerful of like you're nothing without your powers. Yes, I think that's foreshadowing. I think that's a good call. That's a good call.
No, that is this.
But he's
right
still
here,
gonna die.
I think this is. I do agree with. I'm kind of like with you. I 100%. Actually, dude, no. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you
he has to live without his powers.
Okay, yeah, exactly. That is the only thing. Okay, this is okay. I think he should die. I think he will die. But if they actually go the direction that he doesn't die by the end of this, the only way I'm going to be okay with that is if he is depowered and has to live out the rest of his life as a regular ass dude in jail. That would be to me, that would be the only other level of justice I'd be willing to accept.
Right.
That's the only justice I think would work for me personally.
So if they go that route, the only thing that I would be kind of like, because you know how comic book life is, you know how movie life is. Mm-hmm. I do believe that if they leave him alive, even if he's lost his powers, that you're kind of left with but what if they came back? You know what I mean? What if they came back? And it's I think they got that shit wrapped up.
Yeah, like this right here says, I think you'll get parts of Hey Becca, so you'll get a happy-ish ending. For those who don't know, there was a follow-up series to The Boys called Hey Becca, and it basically follows Huey and Starlight and their relationship after everything that happened. It's basically hey, this is the aftermath and all the shit that kind of popped off as a result of the ending of The Boys. It's really good little follow-up. And I do think you will. I think they will include that. I do agree with you, Will. I think they will include that. I do agree that Huey is the safest character. I do think he's the safest. But you know what? Because he is so safe, it's almost just as much reason to think he might not be. Because I'm not. Like I said, I don't want to talk about the people who have died because I will say is there are some characters that get clapped. Some more important than others, but
we've already low key. We've already low key spoiled it by process of elimination, right? So now you know who doesn't die,
right? but just know, there are some characters who are not safe. There are some characters who are not safe, and the show is not being precious with any of the people in the story thus far. But like. I don't know. I want Huey to see the end. I want Huey to make it all the way to the end. And I think he deserves to make it to the end. And honestly, there's other characters too. Like I don't want to see Mother's Milk. I don't want to see him get I don't want to see him get done in, though. I ain't gonna lie. He's been kind of showing some death flags in these first couple of episodes. I'm not gonna hold you. If they take my boy, if they take Marv, I mean, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad, but it just I don't want him to go. Frenchie and Kimiko, you know, a lot of the other characters. I'm gonna tell you. Okay,
Kimiko can't die though. So
well, no, she honestly. You know what? I'm glad you know what? I'm gonna say something controversial, yet maybe possibly so brave. I honestly do not like her talking.
Look, I'm glad you said that. Look, okay, listen.
Because now she's talking too much.
There's something that really bothered me about the talking thing. And it was the fact that they gave us nothing leading up to it. Right? At least, wait, didn't she say a word at the end of the last season?
Yeah, she said like, yeah, she did like, she's kind of hinted that she could. She had the, it was never that she never had the capacity to speak, but it was just that like,
like I kept it back or some shit, right? Even mentioned like therapy guy has helped her speak again.
Yeah, she like therapy and TikTok videos.
Right.
I was like,
here is the thing that I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, just because you're mute doesn't mean you're suddenly like that doesn't make you autistic or intellectually disabled or anything like that. Like, so because you're mute, like, wow, you're really fucking, now you become Drax. You're really annoying. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Like, no, like. You heard people like that's not what that doesn't make any sense.
And I'm like this right here. I want y'all to understand something. I have this exact same sentiment right here that I have put up on the screen. Love her down, but it's a bit jarring. Like a new character just overly talking. That was kind of my thing. I was like, okay. So here's how I think I would have done this a little bit differently. And yes, for clarification, where did it go? Yeah, she yelled no when Frenchie got took at the end of the season. So for me, what would have been better is if she talked, but wasn't like just so like, because I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know, she talks almost like a Deadpool level of like dialogue. Like she and maybe that's because she said she did say that TikTok helped her learn how to talk again, and so she's talking like a TikToker. And I ain't gonna hold you, that's just so fucking annoying. It was cute for like 5 seconds, and then like the more she kept doing it, I was just like,
Dog done. You know what I think they were going for? What they should have went? I would have liked to see her do some like. Maybe use AAVE too much, like a white Gen Zer, something along those lines. Because now I could talk out. What should I say? Not. I don't understand social cues anymore.
Right. That's like, what are we doing?
I become Drax because I can talk now. Like what?
Like what happened? like, dude, what are we doing? And right here, it's like this was me, dude. I caught myself saying something similar. It's like we have two voices, an inner and an outer.
That's right.
It's like there's some shit, and this is also another thing. The Boys does overdo jokes, and the thing is, this has been a complaint of mine since the show started. It's like there'll be something they do that's kind of slick funny, and they'll just kind of keep mugging at the camera like, yeah, you remember that? That was funny, wasn't it? You like that? Let's keep it going. keep it going. Yeah, do it again. Do it again. Like it's like were you ever like around like that one family member, like they hear you say something like, hey, come over here and tell me what you were just telling me a minute ago, man. It was so fucking funny, man. Let me say it again. Yeah. Yeah, I tripped and my pants fell down. He tripped and his pants fell down. Is it not crazy?
And then throughout the whole episode, he's gonna keep tripping because his pants fell down. Yeah,
right. He's like, it's like, hey, no, wait, come over here. Hey, y'all didn't hear the story yet. Come back over here. Come back over here. Tell him what happened again. Yeah. It's like, that's what they do.
And then he's like,
shit.
no, I'm done telling the story. And he walks away and his pants fall down and he trips.
Yeah. It's and the thing is, I'm saying, I don't think that she shouldn't have been allowed to speak. I think Kimiko deserved her character, the things she's been through. It makes sense for her to be able to talk now.
Of course. I just think they executed it wrong. Yeah.
It was very, like, I think what should be happening is that she should still be talking sparingly, but also at the same time, like, I'm not saying like, oh, she has to be like a quiet, demure, shrinking violet in the corner. But I think like her speech, like the moments that she says something, it should be powerful. Like, and also I don't like the idea of minimizing disabilities or not disabilities, because technically in her case, it was less a disability and more of like a psychosomatic thing. Like it was like more of like a mental reason for why she wasn't necessarily able to speak, obviously because she's talking now, but like it just seemed like they just kind of hand waved that shit away like almost too easily. Like it was kind of the same way I feel about even though I think I've said this before, the not in the MCU obviously, but in the comics, the character Echo, who is supposed to be deaf, but like she's Hollywood deaf. Like I love the character Echo, but I mean, like, if we're keeping it a whole stack, like, yeah, she's Hollywood handicapped. And I think that it's kind of, and Daredevil's kind of the same way. Like, he's blind, but he can still see technically, though.
Right.
Yeah, Echo's deaf, but she, like, I've seen comics where Echo is not even looking at somebody and still able to hear what they said. I mean, to be fair, there are hearing aids.
She can read she can read the vibrations.
The vibrations of them.
Yeah, she can translate the vibrations hitting the side of her face.
But like it's wild to me too, because like a lot of times, like under normal circumstances, I would be like, oh, she's probably got a hearing aid in or something like that. But then like it's kind of explicitly depicted that she doesn't have one in. So it's like, okay, how the fuck is she able to hear what this person is saying to her when she's looking over there somewhere and the other person is like over there? Like it's one of those like kind of like but no, I do wish that they would be a little bit more respectful with her dialogue.
She's gone through.
Yeah, I think that she should not just be like a mile a minute, like a joke a minute.
Right.
Yeah, or anything
the
like
comedic
that.
Whatever. Yeah. I feel
she's basically Gwenpool now, and I'm like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But no,
here's what I'll tell you though. I just thought of something. Starlight's dead. I know I said maybe earlier. Starlight's dead, and here's where they're gonna bring that shit full circle. An old dude's girl died in the first episode, all crazy. And then he goes on, and then the season's gonna end with Starlight dying, and then he's fucked. He has bad luck, right? And like he just can't catch a break. And I don't think he'll die, but I think he's gonna watch Starlight die, and that's gonna be the full thing.
Honestly, I could see it because, like, once again, they've already diverged, so heavily from the comics. So it's kind of like maybe these people, based on the comics, some of the there's motherfuckers that are major players on this show who, under normal circumstances, would not be.
Right.
So there's that. Like, I don't know. Well, like case in point, you know what? Fuck it. Nobody's gonna fucking get this far reading The Boys, because that comic is a hard one to get through. I'm sorry.
Right.
It is. Yeah, I say that as someone who has read through it to completion twice.
You all right?
No. As a matter of fact, I might need
why though? Because once was when you wanted to, and then the second one was because the show was
for content. Yeah, it was for content. I was doing so basically I was reading it when it was originally coming out. And then like it had been a while, my memory was kind of fuzzy on it. So I started like going back through and reading it again because I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a video talking about all the characters. Like I did a video breaking down all the members of the Seven and a video breaking down all the members of the Boys and kind of like talking about how the comic and the show, what was different, what was similar, whatever. So I wanted to read the whole thing again just to get my bearings. And I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have to do that. I did it so you don't have to.
You didn't talk for 2.5 years. You had to go through therapy.
Right. I started watching TikTok videos and now I can speak.
Now you make content,
Yeah, right? well, spoilers for the comic. The reason why I say that, like, you don't really have to worry about the book, or like the show ending in the same way as the book, is because towards the end of the show, or no, not the show, but towards the end of the comic, I mean, Homelander discovers that Black Noir is actually a clone of him. Like this is like one of the this is like from one of like the last issues of the book. Like when Black Noir in the comic is finally unmasked, it turns out towards the end of it that it was Black Noir is actually Homelander. Like there's more than one Homelander. And then like, you go on from there and basically it's revealed that Black Noir was masterminding the whole thing the whole time. He was the reason why a lot of the shit that was going on in the book was going on, and that the actual Homelander that you have been following the whole time, well, yes, he is still a piece of shit. It wasn't him that was doing all the bad stuff. Because like they were literally
wait.
What are you thinking?
I think they're gonna do that.
What do you?
I don't know who it's supposed to be. But there was a part that kind of confused me. Okay. And I thought maybe he was just like going with the bit because the rest of the Seven doesn't know the truth, maybe. But when the Deep and Black Noir came in, and Homelander was looking at the TV about the news. He's like, look, they're fucking lying about me, like spreading this trash. And then the Deep kind of laughed in a way that was like, like we know you did it, but Homelander wasn't kidding. So then the Deep kind of corrected us. Like, right. I cannot believe it. What if the Homelander right there isn't pretending? What if the Homelander we saw do that, and we've seen both of them throughout the show, that there are two Homelanders, and the one that was sitting in that chair right then really didn't do the thing in the plane, and he does think it's an AI thing.
See, I would have been down for that twist if they had not revealed who Black Noir really was.
Right. That's why it wouldn't be him, but if it's not him, then who?
Yeah, they would have to do it in a different way. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Like, because for me, I feel like he's in denial that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I can't really make a good argument.
He had like a DID kind of thing. Instead of going clone, is like, this dude's so fucked that he has two personalities.
Like I wonder, like if he's. Like I don't know. Like it's I just whatever they do, I just really hope that we see real, actual comeuppance.
Right.
For him as a character, because I'm sorry, if there is no real comeuppance for Homelander, then I'm gonna call bullshit on the whole show. That's just me.
He becomes a hero and then fights crime for the. That's how they end it.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to prison for a little bit and he's changed his ways. He's back to being a nice guy again. Don't worry, don't believe your lying eyes. And that's also kind of the other thing too. Like you really can't do the story of the book anymore because they have pretty much kiboshed every single avenue to it. Now the question is, I'm actually more concerned about Butcher. Because the way Butcher goes out in the book is probably going to be pretty different. It's probably going to be pretty different to like to how it actually goes down, like, you know, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't see. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't think it's gonna go the exact same. I think they'll have the conversation that they have at the end of the book, like, you know, because that is kind of one of the things that happens is that towards like towards the final little bit, like, you know, there's gonna be like a little bit of conflict between, at least as far as in the book. I'm not talking about the show.
Right.
In regards to Huey and Butcher, there's a little bit of conflict, and, you know, they get into it, and they have like a little fight or whatever, and basically, you know, that's, you know, it's Huey basically. It's going to be kind of the reason why, you know, Butcher, you know, ultimately is going to end up going out. It's going to be not. I mean, it's the fight between the two basically is where it's all going to kind of go down. I don't think you're going to have that fight. I think it's going to end with just Butcher between Butcher and Homelander is what I would expect. It's what I hope for. I think it should end that way. I think it should be Butcher and Homelander, you know, in the brawl for it all. I don't want to see Huey beating Homelander because I feel like Huey's biggest issue has already been handled. You know, the whole A-Train thing, because that was like the whole reason he got involved in the first place. And I love how A-Train gets a little bit of he's already had his, you know, redemption arc, but like I love how he gets an opportunity to not undo something he did in the first season in regards to like literally insta-gibbing Huey's fiance, but like I like that he had an opportunity like where he was literally about to repeat the same mistake, but actually managed to not do it. You know, I thought that was like a really, you know, nice little touch they did in the first episode. But like, yeah, it's the show is great. It's actually, honestly, I can take or leave the fourth season. I can really take or leave the fourth season. I think this season, even though we're only 2 episodes in, I think this season's better than. It's off to a better start. Yeah, it's off to a better start than the fourth season was. I almost want to say that fourth season might have been Slick Cheeks. I almost want to say it was Slick Cheeks just because of how heavy-handed it was. But you know.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, right here, 100%. He had the most impactful moments within these first 2 episodes. Yes, that is 1,000%. Like you can't. It is honestly, I think if you really want to talk about people who came like full circle, like they have evolved so much over the course of like an entire series, you can't not talk about A-Train in that conversation. You can't not talk about him.
Do you think his family's safe, or do you think they leave him alone now that they're not looking for him? Because they know a lot. They know too much now.
They know what's going on. I think the family will be safe. I want the family to be safe. I feel like you, not to say their characters are not important, but I feel like if you go after the family, I feel like that's a bridge too far. I feel like, I mean, okay, you know what? If this was the comic, the family would get clapped like that. Oh,
right.
immediately.
They probably would have made sure to clap the family in front of A-Train.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, they would have made him wash. Yeah, they would have made it. Yeah, they would have made him wash. Yeah. So the unabashed. Wait a minute. Wait. Where did it go? There it is, right here. So the unabashed vanillity of a Homelander face turn at the end. I would cut the show off. I don't care how much was left. I don't care how much would be left. I would cut the show off. I'd be like, fuck this show. Fuck this show. You cannot. Homelander cannot turn babyface. I don't care what anyone says. There are certain, like, you have to let certain characters stay bad. There's like a
just go. Yeah.
It's like a what do they call, like, a moral event horizon? Like, there's a moment
once you pass that shit, that's it.
Yeah, like you can't.
You gotta go.
It's like there's a point where you get like too close, and you go, and the rest of you just go right on in there.
That's it. Spaghettified. You're done.
Yeah, you're done. You're done, son. You're done. Like, he has to go. He has to die. If that man don't die, look, let me be. I don't know why I'm like sitting here trying to channel Barack Hussein Obama. Let me be clear. If Lucas Hood makes it to the end of this series finale alive, or is not behind prison bars, I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up.
Well,
please believe.
I'm not gonna tell you what I do, but stay tuned. Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
If the showrunners of The Boys on Amazon Prime, if they let Homelander survive the series, I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You know what?
Will you use force? Well, I'm not going to say that, but
I don't want to speak on that at this time.
I'll keep you posted.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to go back and clip that shit because I ain't gonna hold you.
That's a meme right there. I'll keep you posted.
I'll keep you posted. But no. If it ain't, it's either the grave or prison bars for Homelander. I'm sorry. There's no other answer. There is no other answer. That motherfucker got to, like, what was it? What was that shit? Did you ever watch the movie adaptation of Wanted? The one where they're like curving the bullets and shit.
Yeah.
I am Morgan Freeman at the end of that movie. Somebody kill that motherfucker right there. That is me. That's me at the end of the. If that motherfucker don't die, good Lord, I'm so over. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't normally like crash out on like social media, not like seriously. I mean, sometimes I crash out, but I'm like joking. I'm usually joking a lot of unless like it's something like egregious. Like if it's about a fucking TV show, you're usually or a movie or some shit. If you see me crashing out on the internet, unless it was like something like super fucked up, you're not like just assume that I'm fucking with y'all.
Right.
But like for some shit like this, the crash out might be real. The crash out might be real.
Fucking kidding me. They rehabilitated this. Nah, wait. There's no way. It's not gonna happen. It wouldn't even make sense in the narrative.
No. It would not. I'm sorry. Like I don't want to see that. I don't want to see.
Maeve comes back. Didn't Maeve like her head explode or some shit?
Oh, Maeve.
Oh, he burned her eyes out.
Maeve.
He lasered her head. Well, I mean, I guess they could say she's a goddess and she healed or some shit.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
that death was kind of brutal.
I mean,
You got it. You got a picture of her death.
No, within the context of the show. Excuse me. Within the context of the show, I don't want to see that kind of plot armor type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see. I don't know. I don't want to see motherfuckers like subverting. So I don't want to see motherfuckers subverting on that level. But that said, shit. I mean, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I would. Oh, I tell you what. If you do go there. If you do go there, I don't know what she would do. But I tell you what I would enjoy. If she got to be in on the death, sure. Like if she got to be in on the death of Homelander, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, we didn't see. Did we get to see what happened?
She got, like what basically what
she got snatched by Black Noir.
No, she got she got depowered
and was allowed to live.
As far as I remember, because that was like season 3.
Depowered. How'd they be depowered? Man, I gotta watch this shit again.
Yeah, it's been a minute. But basically, she was the reason why Star, like, because basically when they were doing the whole thing with it was when they were doing the shit with Soldier Boy. It was when they were doing the shit with Soldier Boy, and I think it was like he blew up, and like he had the thing he does where he like blows up and depowers people. Whatever.
Right.
That was basic. Yeah, like it was less like it was kind of like. Hers was only a death in so much that like it was the death of her being Queen Maeve. Or something to to that, but
okay, yeah, the fake out in season 3 finale, Maeve tackles a glowing about to explode Soldier Boy. Mid-air explosion. Later in the episode, it's revealed that she actually survived the blast, but Soldier Boy's explosion completely burned out the Compound V. She loses an eye in the fight, but she gets the one thing she always wanted: a normal life, and she goes into hiding with her girlfriend Elena.
It's like she got to have that. She got to go have her. She basically got to have what was effectively a ride off into the sunset.
Right. Okay.
Which is almost,
that's good. I'd like to see that.
Which is kind of why I don't want her to come back, because
she's out of it. Yeah, she's got to get her normal life. Don't bring her back into this shit.
Yeah, she got to get out. And if she comes back, I feel like it puts her happy ending in danger, because that was kind of the thing. So that was kind of the thing for Maeve. What's the best way to put it? She was a part of the Seven, and she was there for a lot of their fuckery, regardless of how she felt about it. And that was actually one of the things I liked about this show that they did that was better than how they did it in the book. Because in the book, kind of similar to the show, Maeve was a jerk to Starlight at first, and then eventually over time things got better, because she was like, hey, this is what was going on, and hey, the shit they were doing they did to me, so on and so forth, and now I'm gonna fight back. And Maeve gets to have that arc. But in the comics, Maeve does not get to ride off into the sunset. Maeve is very fucking dead in the comic. And she dies not early on, but not towards the end. It's like more like in the middle, or maybe just right of the middle. I'm a little bit hazy on that particular part of it, but like in the show, they actually gave Maeve a happy ending, and I was like, you know what? I like that. Let her do her thing. If she comes back, I'm fine. I would only be fine with it in so much as if like it was like a hey, one of the characters bumps into Maeve out somewhere, in the world or whatever. And like, you see that, like, you know what it is? Y'all remember The Dark Knight Rises? Remember how they had that ending where like Alfred sees Bruce
right in France?
Off in France, like living his life and like no longer being. That's the only way I would entertain Maeve coming back. That's the only way I think I could it's like, let's say
somebody sees her. She's not back in the shed, but just somebody notice her and they pretend to not see each other and just let her go live her life. Yep.
So like, yes. So I would like if they did. Okay, let's. This is pie in the sky right now because we haven't seen the end of the show. If they did a thing where like Huey and Starlight make it to the end. They survive everything. Let's say they're the only survivor. Let's play a funny game where let's say they're the only survivors of everything or whatever. What if they do a thing where like, oh hey, Huey and Starlight are out doing something somewhere, and they're at like a cafe or at a mall or at a movie, whatever the fuck, and they just kind of glance over and it's like, dude, it's Maeve and her boo thing over there. Okay, all right, let's go. I like that. Like that I would be okay with, and then you get in the show. That would be fine, because I really don't like the idea of... Because if you give a character that kind of an ending, that walk into the sunset, the walk off into the sunset type of ending, it is always a bad thing to undo that. When a character gets to ride off into the sunset, let them ride off into the sunset. Do not bring that character back and diminish the goodwill you built up by letting that character have a happy ending. Because the only thing you could do is fuck it up. That's the only thing you could do is fuck it up. Because who else? Because that was also the other thing for me was of all the characters that that we've seen get clapped. Most of them, the bad guys at least, most of them deservedly so. I think that Maeve was one of the few, other than A-Train, who actually stepped out, got their shit together, and did the right thing in the end. And joined the side of the Angels to fight back against the Seven. I don't want to see, like, the only other character I want to see get that kind of a redemption at this point is Ashley, which technically she kind of has. Okay, that's the thing I wanted to bring up. Okay, so do you know I smooth forgot that she got that injection?
Right.
So when she was when she came out, and okay. And I'm gonna be honest.
I can literally read your mind type shit. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh yeah, shit, that did happen. That's the one bad thing about season 4 of The Boys to me, is that it was so all over the place that shit that should stick out to me did not stick out to me. So when she came out talking about being a soup, I was like, excuse me? I was like, y'all did this shit? Like, and that's even with her showing up on Gen V. I was still kind of like, huh? I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it. But then when she showed up looking all malignant, or whatever, I was like, oh shit. Oh damn. But I will say, I actually don't want to see Ashley die. I think Ashley deserves to live. I think she deserves to live. I think she should be safe. I don't think she is, but I want her to be safe. Sister Sage is another one where I'm kind of like, every time I think that she's on, like Sister Sage is always playing like 5D chess, and it's kind of dangerous because there's been quite a few times where I'm like, bruh, it seems like every now and again it'll be like, I think that she's like, I think she's doing that thing we always make fun of. I can change them from the inside.
Let me tell you something. I want her dead so badly. Like, I would be a simp if I were in that world.
Oh yeah,
but
100%.
Since I know her as a character,
right,
she is probably she might be the single most like self-centered person in this whole show next to Homelander.
Well, yeah, because everything she does, because what was it she said in the
For
last season? She was like, I just wanted to see if I could.
That's right. Like it's all about her. The good, the bad. Like she's chaotic neutral like a motherfucker.
Oh, no, 100%. Because like everything that's happened on the show, the people who died, no. She, look, I'll say it. She's a net harm. She is a net harm overall to everybody. But like any good things.
She's bad though.
Oh yeah. The only reason I say what I say is because of the shit she did in Gen V. Where like she was like, oh, Godolkin lost his goddamn mind.
Right.
Yeah, let these.
But she didn't. But it wasn't because he did the wrong thing. It's because he was a threat to her plan.
Right. No, 100%. So it's like it's one of those things. Like this. Okay, this is
Candace
what I hope
Owens
they don't
put in. Candace Owens put in.
Yeah,
because she's smart. I think Candace Owens. I don't even think she believes half the conspiracy theories she puts out.
Yeah,
Candace Owens just knows how to manipulate her audience.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
That's a net harm.
Candace Owens is low key a little bad sometimes. Like, I'm just saying. So.
I can't co-sign. I can't co-sign that. Because you know what it is? Like it's her. For me, it's her personality that destroys.
Of course, yeah.
But like, I feel like Sage.
It's my superpower. I can see past that sometimes.
It's like I can see. It's like I won't try and change her from the inside, but I could see the change that could be had. If I could get inside.
I just don't go past the outside sometimes. You know, I can stop at the outside.
It's like the outer crust layer. It's like that's all I see. No, I don't want Sage. I think Sage has to die. She has to die. But I think like what needs to happen with her is I hope what doesn't happen. Let me put it like that. I hope they don't try to play the whole like she was playing like 5D chess, you know. I hope they don't do the 5D chess thing where it's like, well, actually, she was doing a lot of bad stuff to make the good stuff happen, and like she knew this was like honestly, I'm actually scared they're gonna do that with her character. I'm actually scared they are gonna do that with her character on some level because she has shown
everything
the
she
capacity.
did led to Homelander dying. Like the whole plan was to get to that point.
Okay, here, wait a minute. You know who she reminds me of? You said Candace Owens, and I do think she is a Candace Owens. I think she is a Candace Owens, but do you know who else I think she is? It's kind of in a similar. It's kind of in a similar vein to another person who we've talked about before that we've had similar conversations about, and so like let's pull this back up. So like I got a girl here, you know, Sister Sage out here, right? And while she might be a nod towards Candace Owens, I think she's even more of a nod to that motherfucker right there. And I'm gonna say why. Cause remember that conversation she had on Secular Talk?
Yes.
And she was like, and people and she was basically saying that like she like I forget the exact wording, but she was like, I'm an accelerationist. And she was like, I'm okay with Trump being president if it gets us, yada yada yada. Like she, was perfectly-
but the end goal was because the system can't be right. She agrees with us as far as that you can't reform this.
Right.
I think her end goal makes that like I can't see that.
Well,
because her end goal is the end of capitalism. Like no matter how many people need to die to get there. The other girl's end goal is like I'm just fucking evil.
Well, no, I think that like what I'm saying is like. Just in so much in terms
give people
of,
in the chat. Hey, time out. Who is this?
So her name is.
Please tell me who this is.
This is Brianna Joy Gray. She used to be on The Hill. And she has a. I forget the name of her. I forget the name of her podcast. It's like Bad Faith. It's called Bad
Faith.
Faith. Yeah, it's called Bad Faith. Yeah. But no, the reason why I'm talking about it is because, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Brianna Joy Gray is a bad person. I'm just saying that, like, there's some shit that she's said and done over the years that, like, has made me question her a little bit. Just because, like, it was one of those where, like, when she was talking to Kyle Kalinske and Crystal Ball on the Secular Talk show. Or Crystal Kyle and Friends is what it was, actually. But it's on the Secular Talk YouTube channel. Y'all get where I'm going. My issue with what she said was that, like, Crystal and Kyle were like, so you think it's perfectly okay for, like, Donald Trump to, like, get elected, even though we know all the bad shit he's got planned, Project 2025, yada, 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 all the stuff he's going to do, so on, so on, and so forth. You think that's you think that it's perfectly okay to suffer through 4 years of that, especially knowing this motherfucker might actually make it to where he can stay president forever. All this other shit, just to get one thing. And that one thing is important, but it's like you do realize how bad shit will have to be before it ever gets like any better. And it's like, and that's even if you get the thing that you're trying to get in the first place. That's kind of
right.
Like
we don't even know if we win. Yeah.
Right. Like, and I'm not saying that makes, Brianna Joy Gray evil. I'm just saying, like, the whole, like, the ends justify the means. Like, oh, hey, if we got to eat a little shit for a while, my concern isn't that, I'm not saying that's what Sage is doing. My concern is that I really hope that's not they're like when I'm talking about, like, I hope they don't try and make it like we're she's just playing 5D chess the whole time, and in the end what was
just
really
the plan. It was all the plan.
It was all like, it's like, yes, see, that was my gambit the whole time. See, I wanted you to think that I wanted Homelander in charge. I wanted you to think I was working with the evil overlords, but the whole time I was manipulating. What was it Trump called it? The weave. He's like, I was manipulating the weave. And see,
what happened? Drain the Swamp wasn't cool enough, so you had to do another one.
That's my concern. I really hope they don't try and pull that bullshit with Sage. I like sometimes when people are just fucking evil. Or even if they go, well, she's complicated. Like, don't do the whole this was the plan the whole time bullshit. I don't want to see that shit.
I think she represents that part of us that, like, that primal id kind of, like, like, if we could do anything we wanted to, what would we be? You know what I mean? And I think that's her. Like, I don't know if she's like, I'd like to see people suffer, like, like other, like, evil crazy people. I think it's just like, I'm smarter than anybody. I don't give a fuck about anybody. I just want to see what kind of shit I can do.
Right.
Yeah, and I think she does. I think she does.
I hope she does. I kind of hope she does. Well, and like I said right here, because Sketchy just said it right here, the Xanatos Gambit. That's like, it's for those that don't understand, what that means. It's a TV trope. Like, if you ever like go on, it's something I find myself doing a lot. But yeah, it's basically it's basically you saw every foreseeable outcome that could possibly happen, and it looks like you're gonna fail. It looks like, the plan, you foiled my master plan. Yeah, it's like I was so close. I was so close to getting my dastardly plan off the ground, but you just got me. And then it's like, well, actually,
or did you? Yeah,
this was a part of my plan. You see, I knew you were gonna foil that plan, so I had another plan, and I had another plan inside of that. Yeah, it's like that's basically what it is. It's like, bro, what the fuck are we doing here?
Now you're just stalling.
Yeah. At that point, it's like you don't really have an actual plan. You're bullshitting. Is what that is.
Sketchy. Somebody already. I don't know if you paid attention. But Candace Owens got a hairdresser now.
Oh.
and if you tell me Candace Owens ain't a little bad with their edges laid down now, look, I think. I'm just saying.
I saw her recently, and she was looking. She was looking kind of. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I get. Not everybody can be as shallow as I am, but I have skill. I've had lots of practice.
That hair still be looking a little dry though. That hair still be looking dry though. Like, well, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I can't get jiggy with Candace Owens on any level, and it's that forehead. That's a 5. that's a 5 head for your ass, my guy.
But wait, you telling me Rihanna's not fucking a 10 though?
Yeah, but at least her 5 head like got edges. Yeah, she got her. Like, because I mean, you know what? Yeah, it's one of those.
You could put your picture up, but put this one I just sent you up.
Here, let me.
You could put a no edges one up, but tell me this.
But wait, is this?
See, you don't want to.
Is this one recent though? Is this one Because here's the thing.
Because she's always had doo-doo water freaking hair, so that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, the only reason I'm going to say... What's that?
It is old. It's older. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because the last time I saw Candace Owens, like, doing anything, it was like... Let me get the one that I was going to show you, like that the last... little bit that I kind of saw of her. Like I'm gonna pull yours. Like so there's this one. There's this one.
All right. Which means this is what she could look like.
This is what she could look like.
If she her hair and everything.
If she had a black hairdresser who actually gave a fuck about her. But this is what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing this.
Even that though, she's mid talking, but even that
I don't know.
She's still you.
I'm not gonna hold you.
She's evil, okay? She's evil. I'm not saying anything else, people.
I feel like she's about to say,
I can't save her.
Hello. Hello.
She's mid sentence. That photographer did her dirty, or whoever clipped that video. Like I'm gonna make it look like she is
looking like Medea. She looked like she getting ready to put the muumuu on. But no, it's every like. And now let me be honest about myself. I generally speaking, it's really her person. Like I don't think she's an ugly woman. I'm not saying she's ugly. But my thing is, I don't think she's attractive enough that I'd be able to look past how heinous she is as a person. But that's
of course.
because
Yeah.
That's because of how I'm wired. I'm wired funny, and I'd be the first person to admit that.
You're just too good. You're just better than everybody else. I get it. I'm
not. I mean, look. Let me be very clear. I have laid down with some very problematic women in my day. Just because I was like, well,
I would not lay down with Candace Owens. I need everybody in the chat. I need everybody in chat to know that I would not fuck with Candace Owens.
I mean, look.
Unless it was like maybe I thought I could save her or something. Like no.
it's like no. See. I can make this right. I can make her better.
Who's the one that got kicked off of she got kicked off one of Ben, what's the guy's name? The guy who talks fast. Ben
Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
Oh, you talking about
Tommy Lauren.
Oh God.
So Tommy Lauren, I don't know, and this has to do with taste, right? But like dudes who were like lefties would talk about her like, man, I don't care, man. I don't care. And I would look at her and I'd be like, is it because she's racist? I feel like she's not attractive anyway.
No,
maybe like how I look at Tommy Lauren is how you looking at Candace Owens. Like people think
it's like here for those unfamiliar. This is Tommy Lauren. But the thing is about her. First off, and I think this is also kind of with Candace Owens as well. It's not just Candace Owens' personality, it's how she talks that also irritates me, because she talks like every black girl, woman, whoever that I have ever met who hates being black. Like she doesn't want to be around black people. She doesn't want to be seen with black people. Like if you were a black person who just walked by and said, "Hey," you know, or like if you were walking past each other and you made eye contact, was like, "Oh, hey," and she would be that person that would look at you. Geez, like leave me alone. I'm not. I don't.
Just because we're both black doesn't mean you can say hi to me.
Right. It's like it's that type of shit. The thing with Tommy Lauren though is that she's a fucking idiot on top of being a racist, on top of having her voice is so annoying to me.
Right.
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be like you, a misogynist or anything, but I honestly, I would be like, don't talk around me.
That's right. The Blaze. Oh, dude, that crazy dude. Because she said she was pro-choice.
Yeah, Glenn Beck. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Okay, you know who I initially, because you said the Daily Wire. Do you know who I originally thought you were talking about? I thought you were talking about what was old girl's name? Ben Shapiro's little clone. What was
the when she tries to talk all fast too and stuff.
Yeah. She was like, she literally looked here. I got her. Brett Cooper. That was her name.
Abby.
Brett Cooper. Yeah.
Abby's his sister.
Yeah. So this motherfucker right here. I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't know if she's like really a true believer or not.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not be surprised if word gets out one day that she's everything that she makes fun of on the internet. Like I would not be shocked if we found out this woman is both gay, probably they them.
Probably addicted to abortions, like she gets pregnant on purpose so she can have abortions.
Yeah. Also, I would not be shocked if we found out that she was atheist. Or if not atheist, like agnostic or some shit. I would not be surprised.
But I wouldn't be me if I didn't say this.
Mm.
She's attractive.
Oh no, look, here's the thing. Of all the women we've just talked about, I think that like she is one of the only ones who like, the only thing about her that annoys me other than her being like a racist like piece of shit, and like a homophobic and transphobic piece of shit, at least
a bad,
as far as her
horrible piece of shit person.
Yeah, like other than that is how fast she talks, because she talks like Ben Shapiro. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard her speak, but when she talks like, okay, here, I'm gonna do a Ben Shapiro impersonation. This is how Ben Shapiro talks. Ben Shapiro will be like, well, actually, I believe that the people in Gaza, I think they're barbarians. I think Hamas runs the whole country. And I think, and honestly, I think Bibi Netanyahu, I don't think he's done anything wrong. I think everybody's making all this stuff up. I think that's how Ben Shapiro talks. He talks so fast that like, you really can't pay attention to much of what he says. You're just like, shit, he sounds like he believes what he says. Brett Cooper speaks in the exact same fucking cadence. The way I just talked like Ben Shapiro, imagine that same voice coming out of a woman. And I want to be clear about exactly the same tone and everything. Like, I remember one time, the first time I ever heard her speak, I thought it was Ben Shapiro in drag. I really fucking did. I was like, damn, Ben Shapiro's really committed to the whole drag bit. That's crazy.
Mike Manhattan, Daz one. That's what makes it even worse. No, there wasn't a live action.
Wait a minute. Wait, which one? Wait.
That's the one, but he's like, wait, there was a live action Moon Girl? He's like, no, because you're talking about the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that episode too. Okay, transphobic mom.
Oh, yeah. No, I was like, bro.
Built like the Incredibles mom and shit.
Right. Built like a whole Elastigirl. Like, I was like, what is... If for whatever reason, if you're not if you were not familiar with basically what happened was there was a
there it is.
Yeah. There was an episode of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur that never saw the light of day, and it was funny to me because they actually did for real make the transphobic mom kind of slick a baddie. Like the transphobic mom,
not in the face, but yeah, they gave her a ridiculous body for like no reason.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying. Like if you like here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm showing you. So like right here, you see how like like face? Don't look at that. But it was like the body's like, dude, why does she got the hips on deck?
And then she turns sideways. They just gave her like this dunk for no reason.
Yeah, dude, just got like, I'm talking about mega dunk. I was like, bruh. I was like, why are y'all like, cause like this is like you look at like I said, face, dude, face like a brick shit house. But that body, god damn. I was like, bruh, what? I was like, what? I was like, what are we doing? Yeah, dude, no, it was this. Motherfuckers were saying that shit. They're like, dude, we might be able to straighten her out. We might be able to straighten her out, man. We can fix her from the inside, bruh. I'll
tell you what, though, I had to I had to remind myself, like, wait a minute, who was that? Like, who played that loop? Oh, I'm gonna put this in here. All I know is if you try and tell me that you are not a fan of Baroness G.I. Joe.
Oh no, 100%.
You are a liar.
Oh no,
or you're not into women. Those are your two options: a liar or not into women.
But the thing is, Baroness was bad. Like I might say, I don't mean bad. I mean in the colloquial meaning good.
Yeah, no, she was bad. Right, she
was bad. Like hell.
But here's the thing. Let me ask you this question though. I have a question. If she started spouting off super ultra racist shit, would that make her less bad?
I mean, I think she would make her. I think she would still be like, okay, it's kind of like how I treat shit like this, like how I treat everything else. She would still be a bad motherfucker. Like I wouldn't take that away from her, but I would be. But I
would wish the worst. Right.
Yeah. I like it's kind of like how I always talk about people like. Even though I wouldn't say this about him now because his recent body of work is fucking terrible, but like I would look back at like shit that Ethan Van Sciver used to draw and be like, I mean, he's a racist piece of shit, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say the motherfucker, ain't nice with the pencil. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
That Green Lantern was dope.
Yeah,
I've said that since the beginning. Like people were like, he thinks he could draw. I'm like, okay, time the fuck out. I'm like, that shit is pretty fucking dope. Like, stop. Like, I hope he gets hit by a bus, but stop lying to yourself.
Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and like lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, actually, like the same thing goes for Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, a whole piece of shit. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like Buffy wasn't A1 steak sauce. Okay, I ain't gonna sit up here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all like that. I'm gonna stand on business and be like, fuck that motherfucker.
Now you say A1 steak sauce because it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, because I love A1 steak sauce. Some people don't love it.
No, dude, dude. First off, I would eat A1 steak sauce by itself.
And I have.
Look, you put like a little too much A1 on the plate, but your food is gone, and you still kind of
scoop it up a little bit. And your wife is like, don't do it. I'm like, this is my house.
Yeah. You're like, Look, because I do that shit with my kid, because my kid does that. Sirs does that shit with like, there's some steak sauce on the plate, and the food gone, they'll be like,
go and get that.
And see, I'll fuck with them. I'll be like, come on. And they'll be like, what? I'm just playing, man. Let me get a little taste.
Yeah.
Let me get a little taste. Let me get a little. All right, cool. We good.
Look, if you don't lick the plate, you don't love food like we love food.
I fucking love. I love eating.
Yeah.
If it were not
Yeah.
obvious, by my
Clearly,
stature.
we love eating.
Right?
It's okay to objectify them. Like, so here, actually, oh man, where are my glasses at? I haven't put on the glasses in a while. Oh, here we go. Actually, I would say that it is not problematic to talk about how women can be attractive or unattractive. Objectifying them means that not accepting them or treating them as if they were human beings. The fact that we're talking about the morality and what they believe or don't believe as it relates to their attractiveness is by definition not objectifying them, because we're talking about something below the skin, their substance, who they are.
I mean, I rock with that. Well, I mean, look, what was it? I don't know if you've ever, I was mentioning earlier talking about,
Y'all seen this shit?
wait, look, man.
Yeah, here we go. There we go.
I mean, you know what? I've seen Tara Strong, and look, I don't fuck with her no more because she's a whole Zionist. Tara Strong. She was the voice of like Harley Quinn and
okay.
And
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, she's a baddie. She's a baddie.
Oh, right.
You can't,
Yeah.
It cannot ever be taken away from Tara Strong that she is a baddie.
Yeah, she got the goods. Yeah.
However, fuck that
She's
bitch.
a bad person. Yeah, no,
she's a bad
for real.
person. Because, like, at a time when
Anthony Turner.
yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
My problem with her is that when October 7th happened and like everybody was like, trying to figure out where they sat on the fence of the whole Israel-Gaza debate, she was one of the first celebrities who was very open and vocal about her support for Israel. And also was very vocal about the fact that if you supported Gaza in any way, if you tried to call it a genocide, if you tried to like point out that Israel was literally bombing children,
anti-Semitic,
she would call you an anti-Semite. And I remember because I used to follow her on Twitter back when I was still on Twitter, and I remember seeing that shit, and I was just like, bruh. Like, because at first I saw Tara Strong was trending, so I thought like, oh, they must be getting ready to like have her come back and do like some Harley Quinn or some shit for Benton or some shit, whatever. I don't know what the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And sure as shit, when I clicked on what was going on, it was like, oh, she was calling people anti-Semites and all kind of other bullshit. Because here's the thing, there were two women celebrities, mind you, who were some of the most vocal people at the time. It was her and Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer was also incredible.
Still, yeah. Like she's gone like full Donald Trump of she's like the Donald Trump of Zionists. Like,
yeah, she'll
like harass people. She went on a whole campaign to hate on who's that children's personality, Miss Rachel.
Yep. Sure the fuck did. She sure the fuck did. Like, here, I'm gonna be honest with you though. If I'm gonna put my I will say this, in the war between voice actors, I chose Grey DeLisle. So there you go. We're talking Tara Strong versus Grey DeLisle. I'm gonna pick Grey DeLisle every time.
Oh wow. Maybe because I looked up Tara Strong because I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I just put in gray, the color gray, and then just finished DeLisle. I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's like, hey, you need to see this. It's like, hey, you might want to take a look.
Okay. Yeah. I get it. She's one of those like step on me mommy types. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Great. For those who are like unaware, basically, God, man, she has too many
and an amazing voice actress, talented at her art.
Yes, and also a wokey. also a wokey, like because I follow her like while she is a voice actress, she kind of does the same thing that like myself and a lot of other like people do, where like we're known for one thing, but if you follow us on social media, you're really just gonna hear about like the shit we believe in more so.
Right.
Like it's kind of like if you follow Jerry Conway on social media,
Right.
you're gonna be like, oh well, yeah, I'm following this guy because he's Marvel and he made all this great stuff. But like, what you're actually gonna see is Jerry like dunking on MAGA and Trump and shit like that. Same thing goes. James Gunn was the same
Mars.
way. Ron Mars. Ron Mars. Like you're gonna, they're gonna talk about their comic shit sometimes, but like you're also gonna see them talking about their their beliefs. And for me, I think that is yes, Azula from Avatar. Yes, she is Azula on Avatar.
Do you You know who was disappointingly neutral?
Ooh, who?
Donny Cates.
Ooh, yeah.
You know,
like part of me, like, are we talking before or after the accident?
Before. He would get into it with some stuff, but then he would, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely before the accident. And I think he was playing it safe for his career, but it was just like, bro, come on. Say something.
Have a stance. Like have a Like, I get it. Having a stance is it can be detrimental to your career. Yes, it can be. Like, and trust me, as a guy who knows if I just shut my fucking mouth and just talked about comics, I would probably be way fucking bigger than I am. If I said, you know what? Fuck talking about
no politics.
Shit, no politics. I'm just gonna matter of fact, you know what? I'm not even going to give you my personal beliefs about how I feel about a comic. I'm just going to read.
None of your business. That's private.
Right. Like if I just say, yeah, I don't want to be a mouthpiece for black politics. Yeah. If I said some shit like that, I would be way.
Couldn't help it.
I couldn't help it. I really couldn't. I would be infinitely more famous. But because I am a wokey, because I stand on business, because I am principled, and because I want people to know that, like myself, I like knowing this type of shit. I don't like not knowing if the people I support. I don't like knowing that whether or not they're a piece of shit or not. And I want y'all to know, like, I want y'all to be able to rest comfortable and safe in the knowledge that when you support this channel, you know that you don't have to be like, man, I just saw it was trending, man. Blerd Without Fear is MAGA. Man, it's crazy, bro.
And I love the fact that the way we are is filtered too. Yeah. Like you'll never have to guess. And if you don't like it, you can move the fuck on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to wonder. Like you don't have to be like, I wonder what Blerd Without Fear's politics are because I just don't know. He seems kind of vague about some things, and I wonder if he has any problematic views. You know what? I actually cut this from a video. Actually, I cut it from the video where I'm going to be talking about the Godhood comic situation because I didn't want to drag the video down. But I'll say it here right now. If you are curious what my beliefs are, look up people like Huey P. Newton and Fred Hampton, and you'll have a pretty good a fairly rough idea of my politics. Look at your look at some of your Ilhan Omars and your Rashida Tlaib's and I'm trying to think of some more. I would say Hassan Piker, but I'm not going to say Hassan Piker because I feel like Hassan might be so hardcore in his beliefs that I don't know if I could ever follow him. There would probably be a point where I'd be
hold on. You just said Fred Hampton. You knew that.
Well, no. I mean, just so much in you're not going to hear me saying that we deserved. Well, you won't hear me saying oh, we deserved 9/11. You won't hear me saying shit like that. I would be like. I mean, if they would have hit the White House, I would have felt better about that. But I mean,
okay, all right. I just want to say real quick that my opinions are my own. and that the views of Leftface do not reflect the opinion of Blerd Without Fear or any associated properties.
Right.
We deserve 9/11. The people in 9/11 didn't deserve to die. That sucks. That's tragic.
No. That
Same
part.
thing.
Yeah.
But everything that happened in 9/11 was our fault. We had that shit coming. That's me though.
We set the rules. We set the rules of engagement.
Conditions.
And then
We
we set the terms and conditions, and they played by them. Because
That's
I
right.
I will say this. That's kind of where I draw a line on the 9/11 part, like with Hassan Pikers, that like I don't think the people that I 100% agree. Like
he says the same thing though.
Yeah, no, he does, but the thing is, they don't play that part of the clip.
Right, they clip them.
They only show the 9/11 part. But I do agree that like the people who died in those buildings in the surrounding areas, none of those fucking people deserve to die. But everything that happened, like the reason, like I want to say the it happening, but the reason why it happened was our fault.
That's right.
When I say our, I say America's fault.
If you showed me a dead, fucked up Israeli baby that because they got hit by a missile, that shit would be sad and it would break my heart.
Heartbreaking. And
then I would go right back to cheering every other missile that hits Israel.
Well, I mean, look at what we do.
There's a difference. Yeah.
We have bombs being sent to bomb both, Gaza and Iran.
And Lebanon.
And those bombs are both manufactured and paid for by us. And I don't think we should be sending bombs made with taxpayer money to those places and bombing people who we have no conflict with, like at all. Like we don't have any skin in their game whatsoever. Like my belief is we should be that same, and mind you, it's trillions of dollars. That trillions of dollars that we're spending on that, we could have been spending that on income inequality. We could be spending that towards the unhoused. We could be spending that towards education. We could be spending that towards free health care. That's the thing. That's the reason why I say the United States is never going to beat the charges, because people always say, man, we just can't do universal health care. It's too expensive. Bombs are expensive. Yet we buy them. We make them. Also, did you see the dude that burnt up the warehouse?
I didn't see shit.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see a damn thing.
Actually, that was my reply.
Hero. That's what he is.
that was actually my reply, because I saw what's the old boy's name? Rational National. He was talking about it, and in the replies, I was like, I ain't see shit.
All you have to do is pay us.
Yeah, all you had to do is pay us. That's it.
Let me tell y'all something. If everyone had the balls to do that, and I'm not saying you should, and I'll tell you right now, I served 23 years in the military, and the last probably 5 or 6, I knew I was wrong, and I just couldn't throw away the pension, right? I'm not saying I would have the courage to do it either. I'm just saying, if we all had that courage, shit would change overnight.
Look, let me keep it a whole stack with you. I don't know. I'm the dude that burnt up that warehouse. That dude could easily be the next Luigi Mangione.
Yeah. If he were hotter, if he were a more attractive dude, it would be easy. It would be done. But even then, people are like, I'm loving the dude.
I love how the mainstream media is trying to frame it. I don't know if you've seen some of the headlines, like massive fire destroys toilet paper warehouse serving millions.
No.
So,
if only those millions, like, why keep exploiting workers? The millions need their toilet paper. Bitch, go get some leaves.
Right.
You know?
Man, you better, hey, you better start folding that shit. You better start like you better take that one little square and fold it up a couple of times.
Just keep going. Keep going. You can fold it a couple more times.
Yeah. Hey, if it gets on your hand, you can wash your hand.
For real. I mean, what do you think we did before toilet paper?
I mean, I'm just saying, but my thing is like people are responding in the way that makes the most sense to them. And for some people, it's putting a cap in the head of a CEO who is responsible likely for the deaths of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. Because his policies denied people the health care they needed to survive. Mm-hmm. Or it could be corporations and businesses that don't pay their employees a living wage. And someone says, you know what? Burn all this shit down. Because, I'm a seize the means of production guy. So honestly, as far as I'm concerned, burn all that shit.
Mm-hmm. If you're exploiting people to get it done, then I you know what? I don't mind. I'll sacrifice toilet paper. Yeah.
I mean, look, it's. I know I criticized. Brianna for having the stance that a little bit of pain is worth the change that will inevitably come afterward. I just am very selective about what pain I'm willing to endure. And like a Trump presidency, I would love to ask her opinion on that now. But
no, it's the same. Have you seen my posts? I think that's why I think since even the election, both you and I have moved even further left.
Yes.
And I don't know if I would have as much spoke for her on that episode when we were watching it as I did then, because all the shit that you're talking about, right? All the clips that you showed of Kamala Harris, the shit that we know Obama did, all that shit that we know, that was her main point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think at this point, it's like, and he started listing off all the stuff that makes him different. And I still agree that it is different, meaning it's safer for us, right, here in the United States. But I think the overall leftist position, because if you're a leftist, then you're not a nationalist, right? You are a globe. The working class is global. We talk about the global South. Then it's like the safety we would get under Kamala versus Trump is made null by the fact that the murder we do world round doesn't change.
Right. Well,
so I don't know, man.
I tell you what I think. I think, I said earlier, I think that if Kamala was in office, we would still be bombing like Gaza and, Iran, Lebanon, whatnot, that. I think that stands. The only thing I think that would be different is that, like, I think ICE would still be a thing. I think ICE would still be like snatching people off the street. I just think it wouldn't be as like massive of an operation as it currently is. I think like
I disagree. And here's the only reason why I disagree is because when we look at the numbers under Biden, they were the same. I think it goes back to what we were saying before. They're just not going to be crazy and doing it on the streets and pulling people out of their car. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, that's the part. That's the part where I'm at. I don't think that you would have like an Alex Preddy or like like it wouldn't be like, we wouldn't be like, yeah, I think people, they'd still be getting snatched off the street, no doubt.
And what was happening for 4 years to black men by cops under Biden?
All of them under Biden.
It's like this shit doesn't. We are dying still,
right? Like under the same shit that was happening under Trump was happening under Biden. It's still happening now. Hell, it was even technically happening under Obama. We just didn't hear about it quite as much. But like, I think the thing
is, what do they call him? The deporter in chief,
they call him
right?
the deporter in chief. Yeah, not just that. He was the deporter in chief, and he was the bomber in chief because or what was it? What they call him? Commander Drone Strike.
Right. Killed an American citizen.
Yes.
With a drone strike.
Did not give a fuck.
If Trump did that, let me tell you what, the libs would lose their fucking mind. The libs might actually revolt. Like if Trump did it. But if Kamala Harris or Obama or Biden or anybody else does it,
oh my
it's like,
God.
Hey, at least the minimum wage was raised, okay?
Like
at least
can't you just take the win? Can't you
don't
just
let
take
perfect be the enemy of good, huh? Don't let
Yeah.
perfect be the enemy of good.
I swear to God, I fucking okay. You want to talk about a statement? I don't ever. That shit needs to be retired.
Yes.
That shit needs to be retired. Because here's the thing: nobody's saying the person needs to be perfect. We just don't want them to be an evil fucking piece of shit. That's not a lot to ask. That's not a lot to ask.
The guy you suggested we hire for the daycare, you know he's a serial pedophile, right? True. But the guy is a hard fucking worker. And I don't think we should let perfect. I damn.
He loves
I don't think we should let perfect be the enemy of good. Okay.
Like, no, maybe we should. Maybe we should. You know what? I tell you what. You know what I would say to that? I would say, you know what? You're right. We should not let perfect be the enemy of good. You know what else we should not be? Let be but I know what we should let be the enemy of good. Being a fucking pedophile. Being a fucking serial killer. Being a
white supremacist.
A white supremacist, right?
Yeah.
That should be the enemy of good. Like full fucking stop. I don't know.
Can you imagine
how? Oh my God.
Someone being mad at somebody like goddamn Hassan Piker, right? I saw a clip of Hassan Piker and he is going in on these Democrats, right? Telling them that they're taking money and da. Somebody posted this and like, this is why we're gonna lose.
I swear to fucking Christ. I'm so sick of these folks.
Like, you think that holding people accountable is how we're gonna lose? This is why we are losing. Even when we win, we lose because of people like you. I'm telling you right now, the Hassan hate is a psyop.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I think there's certain things that I'm seeing all over threads now, all of a sudden, and it's Hassan hate, the single largest leftist streamer in the entire internet, and pro-Israel stuff. And you know what I mean? Like I think Israel, I think the Democrats, I think they're just flooding the zone right now. And I don't think many people are falling for it. I think the libs are going to stay living, and I just don't think. I think it's all a psyop.
See,
but
I want you to know something. I want everybody to know something. If you are more concerned about a streamer who is not in office, has no political power, does not dictate policy, does not get to vote on anything. Yeah, I mean, at least in terms of like your bills being passed and things of that magnitude. If you are more worried about that guy then you are the motherfucker who literally just said he was going to end an entire civilization by nuking them to the point that they would never be able to return.
Mm-hmm.
If streamer is the more clear and present danger to you, you're fucked.
Especially when the streamer is telling the truth.
Right.
You know?
No, there was no lie. Like, don't give me, like, I will say this. Does Hassan say some shit sometimes that makes me kind of like roll my eyes because like sometimes when he gets like irritated with something, he will sometimes kind of like, what was it? I saw something some people were like, I don't give a fuck
what what black folks say. So
right.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Here's what I wish everybody, because I do believe that the people who got mad at that, there's two types of people. There's the people who got it, but are probably fucking, they just Hassan haters and they want to like push the thing. Then there's people who are like, understandably, like what the fuck did the guy just say? Like, you don't give a fuck what black folks think. Here's the part that was missed, the context, right? People were talking about, like, oh, context. Like sometimes you don't need context, right? Details matter. So here's what happened. The person in the chat drops, because when he said, I don't give a fuck about your rad lib. When rad lib is radical liberal. It's like a liberal who's pretending to be a radical. And so what they do is they use language to make it seem like they're radical, but then they're going to spit out a liberal fucking talking point. So the person in the chat says, y'all only you only care about black folks when it's time to do this and that, right? And it was some liberal position. And he got mad saying, I don't give a fuck about you black folks. And he's making fun of the guy saying black folks because he's a piece of shit. Like, that's a liar, and he's lying about, and he's using language to hide what he's really trying to say. And as soon as he said that, I was like, that's not gonna be taken right. That's gonna be bad.
That was my issue with it. Like, I understood what he was saying, but then, like, I also know that there are people who are idiots or easily duped, and they was, because what was it? I saw what's that woman's name? Is it Tabitha Speaks? I think. Is that her name? I'm always
sounds familiar.
But like, she's kind of like the black lib, like, talking head of, like, the moment now. Like,
oh yes, I do know her, and she blocked me, and I very much, she's blue MAGA.
Oh no, 100%, 1000%.
She is blue MAGA like a mother.
She is blue MAGA like a mother. Like, if y'all ever hear me talking about blue MAGA, it's her. Let me and just in case, yes, it's Tabitha Speaks politics. I want y'all to understand something. I believe in the broken clock, I guess conundrum, we'll call it that. Here, I'll pull this up so y'all can see who I'm talking about. So here, Tabitha Speaks, who I follow her largely just because, sometimes she does say some shit that makes some fucking sense. But for the most part, she is blue MAGA like a motherfucker. Like if you ever hear her talking about something, like when she's talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with politics, which is not very often, but it is sometimes.
She's good at talking shit when she's talking about MAGA, when she's talking about like Trump, like, listen to her all day long. Yeah. It's when she starts talking about anyone who wants to criticize the Dems.
That's when that part right there, that is when she loses me. That is because her and I have agreed on things before. We have agreed on things before. And I've even, kind of had back and forth with her where we were agreeing on shit. But like when it comes to like shooting across, like when she's shooting to the other aisle, she's money. But when she's shooting within her own house, that's when we don't agree. That is when we don't agree. That's the moment where I'm like, you know what? Because she was the reason why I heard about the Hassan stuff that everybody was so mad about. She was like going off and like, and that's been like her whole personality for the past week and some change is shitting on Hassan and like, and spreading that clip around and talking shit about him and like pointing out, oh, he's dangerous. He's this, he's that. He's a bad leftist, this, that, and third, whatever, whoop-de-woo. But here's my thing. The only bad
She's not a leftist at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, you are a fucking lib.
Right.
I wouldn't even, for her, I wouldn't even go as far as call her a rad lib. She's a shit lib, which I think is actually somehow worse. It's somehow, because like a rad lib, you're pretending to be super woke. But a shit lib just thinks that, well, my way's the only fucking way.
Yeah, I'm already right.
I'm already on the right side of it. And you need to just, you need to stop waiting for the perfect candidate and just and bend the knee to my candidate without any criticism whatsoever. Like, and honestly, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked she didn't say anything when I was talking shit about Kamala, because she's also one of those that she's like, oh, if they just would have listened to the black woman, we wouldn't even be in this mess. It's like, no, we would. It just would be under different circumstances. That's why when Feminista Jones was going off about Kamala, I was like, justified.
That's you know what I've learned? I've just been like, I'm going to fill my feed. Yeah, I do want to listen to black women. I do want to hear black voices, but they're going to be the voices I respect and the people who are going to teach me something, not somebody who's going to sit there and tell me that the way that we have been suffering for the last freaking 100 years is the way we need to go back to, or some shit. Like, this shit is wild.
You're never gonna beat the charges on that one with me. I'm sorry, but yeah, it just I'm sorry. It's never happening. It's never fucking happening. But all of that is really, for me, just a native saying, be careful who y'all fuck with, because there are people out there who do not have your best interest at heart. It's the reason why I feel so strongly about, some of the people who I've felt strongly about lately. We live in a day and age where the type of grace that these people want from us for when they fuck up, I'm sorry, but I'm fresh the fuck out. I cannot afford grace anymore for people who are a net harm.
That's right.
I don't care how much good you think you like. And I know some people will probably take this the wrong way, but if I had a choice, if someone said, hey, gun to your head right now, you can only take one, and we got to lay down the other one. If they said, hey, choose between Tabitha Speaks and Hassan Piker.
Oh, that's on all day for me.
I'm going to tell you right now, I love black women down. I would even, they wouldn't even get the sentence out, and I'd be like, Hassan.
Yes,
I wouldn't even get the sentence. They wouldn't even be able to finish the sentence.
I thought you were going to give me a hard one. I started getting nervous.
Damn, that's crazy. I thought, I thought you was going to say, see, that's crazy. That's crazy that you said, you gave me those options. That's crazy, because I was thinking oh, you were going to be like, oh, like Kyle Kalinske and like Hassan. I'd have to think about that for a second. I'd be like, and I'd probably still pick Hassan. I mean, I love Kyle, but like,
I would on that. You know what would fucking break my heart, and I wouldn't even be able to. I think I just made it. You know what? I'll go out myself.
Yeah. Would it be
if I had to choose between FD? Ooh. No, if I had to choose between FD and Hassan, I'd be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
I'll be like, man, go ahead.
Just right there.
Look,
tell my kids I love them. Tell my wife I love them.
I'd be like, pull.
Go ahead, do that.
Trigger.
I won't choose.
Look, wait. You know what it is? Wait, what movie was that shit? I'd be like, just look away. Look away, FD. Look away, Hassan. This is all for you. This is all for you.
No, honestly, Des, yeah. Like, this is the way I usually do my what ifs. Like, if I do my what ifs like this, I'm like, all right, okay, it's not, you don't get to die. They're gonna kill your mom. You're gonna kill your kids or something like that. Okay. Yeah. If I had to, I'm choosing FD, obviously.
Yeah. No, obviously.
But God, that would be traumatic.
It would be tough because the thing is, I think
Candace or Sweeney Todd? Candace. Like, which one I'm choosing to kill?
Yeah.
Or choose to stay alive. To keep, Sweeney Todd. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because at least then,
she's
not
better,
as dangerous.
But that's the main one. Yeah.
She's not as dangerous as a Candace Owens, who actively is causing harm.
And has like the mind of millions.
Yes.
Yes.
Like nobody's like, just based on like her recent movies, nobody's paying to see Sweeney Todd like that. Let's just go ahead and
That's right.
But no, my thing is, I do think that yes, could Hassan be better about how he criticizes people who disagree with him? Sure, probably. I don't think the way he handled that situation was the best way to do it. But especially considering, his complexion. But I do think
I agree with that 100%.
100%. Yeah. I do think maybe what would have been better is to use that as a teachable moment, and maybe and to be fair, we also got to take this into account too. Hassan streams for like hours on end, and
literally like 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's gonna fucking fuck up. I think it's totally disingenuous and completely you're either incorrect or you're dishonest. But people are trying to say like this was proof. This was his anti-blackness speaking. I'm like,
And here's the thing.
Like,
you know
stop.
who would have said something about it first if it was really a problem?
FD.
FD.
Mm-hmm.
So, not to mention,
and he still might. I guarantee you, and I guarantee you, I promise you, if FD says anything about it, he's gonna say something pretty fucking similar to what probably Ernie just said. Like, you know, as far as like, yep, dude's white, and that was fucking stupid, and why the fuck would you do that? And I guarantee you, it's gonna wrap up with but people are what's the word? Yeah, misrepresenting it.
They're misrepresenting the whole. 100%. 100%.
Like,
and it just look, just no, like, and not to mention the very people who are throwing these rocks, they're in glass houses. Because I'm pretty sure if I skimmed Tabitha's like social media history, I'm pretty sure she has said some very out of pocket shit.
Tabitha, the whole thing was about damn. Okay, we'll go ahead and say allegedly, and I'm pretty sure, and I recall, if I recall correctly. Okay, we got all those out of the way, but she was one of the ones talking about I'm not fucking with Latinos, and I'm gonna defending people talking about ICE and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a bad person then, you know? Like, you're a bad person. If you fuck with Hitler now, just because some Jews have pissed you off, you were always a bad person, you know?
Right.
Like, if I sat there and the black community suddenly all came up and were like, fuck Puerto Ricans, and started trying to fucking make their lives hell, nothing about that would make me suddenly be like, you know what? I'm going to join the KKK. I'm going to fucking start fucking, supporting whatever the fuck, you know.
That's diabolical.
Like, no. Yeah, I'm just like, then you weren't a good person to begin with.
Look what you made me do. You made me racist. That's the type of shit that is. Look what you made me do. No, for me, it can't be that way. Like, okay, look, I'll be 100% with you. When I found out how many Latinos voted for Trump, did it make me mad? Yes, it made me mad. But did I take it out on Robo? No.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing.
I was mad. I was embarrassed. I'm like, God damn.
Well, because Robo and I've talked about this, privately a lot. Like, there is a right wing kind of, a conservative bend to the Latin community. And let's be clear, even though black people are stereotyped as like default Democrat, that's actually not as true as people want to make you believe. Black people can be very conservative too. Just like, but there's a difference between being like a rabid conservative and being like I'm gonna tell you where black people's conservatism comes into play. It's whenever it comes to like religious, anything like
church,
like if there's any kind of like gay marriage or homosexuality, trans people, anything that like the church is quotey fingers against, I promise you, by default, not every black person, but there's a lot of black people who would by default not be down with that shit because of religious beliefs.
I've said multiple times, I said, when it would be a wrap and you need to just go ahead and leave the country? If the Republicans were ever able, which is not going to happen, but if they were ever able to go, you know what? Scratch the whole white supremacy thing. We're done. Scratch it. We kick everybody out of office who can't get on board. White supremacy is not on the table anymore. It would be a fucking wrap.
You know what it would be? It would be like what you remember, like the Dixiecrats, and like when everybody shifted because they're like, oh wait, what do you mean? White supremacy isn't on the menu anymore? And then what happened? All those people left the Democratic Party, became Republicans. There was like this mass fucking exodus. It would be the exact same thing.
For all the church folks who are like, I vote Democrat because they're a bunch of racists and they want to vote to deport me, vote to kill me, vote to, all that shit, right? If they were to just stop that, I would be a rap.
Oh no, and that's what we're saying. Like, it's baked in. They had never. Like, here's the thing: they are never.
Never.
Okay, look, I don't like saying never to a lot of shit, but I'll say it to this shit: they ain't never ever getting rid of the racism. But if they did,
that'd be over. It'd be over.
It would be a wrap.
Because one thing that has this country in the chokehold that is only beat by white supremacy is Christianity. Christianity, it was brought here by white supremacy. So it's like all that shit is part and parcel. I'm not saying that you're a white supremacist if you're a Christian. I know we got a lot of Christians in the chat. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like that Christian nationalism shit. You know what I'm saying? All that's part and parcel. You know, people talking about white nationalism like that shit's new. Like, oh, our founding fathers, blah, 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 blah. Look, yeah, I got it. Like, Thomas Jefferson was probably an atheist. But guess what? It was white fucking Christian Protestants who fucking ran this shit. You know, 100%. Like it wasn't like people love to talk about how Thomas Jefferson was an atheist and they separated church and state, yada, yada, yada. Weird, because there wasn't one commonwealth that was run like that. You know?
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, I really want people to understand that this shit is very, very, very fucking different than what you like you might think. Like, this is like, if you think for 5 seconds that this shit isn't like the system is working as intended. It is broken for us. Like, the system to us is broken, but the system for everybody else is working as intended. Here's what we're doing. We're going to read some super chats real quick, and then we are going to get the fuck out of Dodge because I am hungry. We have got...
probably today's like an hour. Yeah, probably like an hour.
We thought that, but then shit happened. That's what always happens. We always plan, but then it's like, nah, actually, we ended up talking about that shit for a while. But no, the Real Bone Factory with the 2 says, nice doesn't equal moral, and I can't express this enough. What does I always tell y'all? I am kind, but I am not nice. Ever. I'm not a nice person. I don't even accuse me of being nice, because I'm not. That's also why when people do, like, matter of fact, if everyone ever tells you, like, okay, hypothetical, if y'all ever find out that I was out here doing this Rob Liefeld shit, like going out and just like fucking with people, like apropos of nothing, and then like you start seeing people come out the woodwork and be like, I don't really know about all this. Blerd Without Fear's always been nice to me. You are a fucking liar. I would actually come out and put a video out and be like, this motherfucker's lying. He's lying. I'm not nice. I am not nice. I'm kind. If you said I was kind to you, I'd believe you. Because kindness and niceness are two completely different things.
What is the difference? What is the difference to you on those?
To me, kindness just means that, like, I treat you the way that you want to be treated. I treat you like a person. I don't treat you like you're an object or a thing. I treat you with warmth. I don't. I'm not cold towards you. When I think about nice, I think about politeness, and I know that sounds like the same thing, but I'm talking more specifically like.
No, I get it.
It's the like. Okay, here's a perfect example. I am a very blunt person, and I sometimes, not even just blunt, but if you ever talk to me, and I know Robo knows this, Carter knows this too, it is very difficult for me to hide what I am thinking on my face. So if you say something that I disagree with, or you say something that makes me angry or sad or whatever, it is not going to be very easy for me to hide that I am feeling those things. And while that is the case, I can still maintain an air of kindness to where I'm going to try really hard to not, make it weird or be, antagonistic or anything like that. And a lot of times if I am, it's not intentional, it is purely accidental. Sometimes I just don't know. I'm a weirdo. But I'm not a nice person because I'm not polite. I'm polite. You know what it is? The only time I'm nice is when I'm talking to people who serve me food or provide some other service to me. Like, if
even then you're being kind.
And even then, yeah, because it's coming from a place of genuine care, because I used to be that person. I used to be the motherfucker who had to take your order at a McDonald's or a Burger King or a fucking whoever the fuck. I used to be the person who had to hand you your food. I used to be the person who had to make your food. I used to be the person who had to ring you up at the counter at the CVS or the fucking Walgreens or the fucking grocery store or some shit. I was the person who used to have to bag your groceries or take them out for you. So I treat people a very specific way because I feel they do deserve respect, because I think their job is hard, and I don't treat them differently unless they give me an excuse to. Like if they just like if someone's giving me bad service or whatever, or like, or being a like, not even bad service. I can even excuse bad service because I know sometimes people are going through shit. So I don't want to just assume that it's bad all the time. But like if you're like just like full on being a very open piece of shit to me when you're on the clock, that's really the only time I'm gonna like show out. But like, you know, a lot of people think that just because, oh, you know, I showed you manners, that makes you a good person. Fuck you. No, it doesn't. You know, being nice is bullshit. I think being kind is infinitely better. Yeah, actually, you know, that's actually a perfect example right there. It's actually a perfect example. Waffle House, you know, right there. John
Stewart nailed it right there. Kind is a person's character. Nice is a character people play. That's good.
Yeah, that's actually it. Actually, you know what? I'm stealing that. That right there is Matt right here. No,
it's steal worthy.
You get one of these, John.
Message.
You get one of those, because that's true. And also, like I said earlier, I feel like, you know, people really tell you who they are when they think no one's paying attention. And I think people who are kind don't run into that problem very often.
That's right.
People who are nice, they run into that problem.
They get caught slipping. That's right. Let's get to that last one, because I want to answer this. I want to answer this one.
Yeah. So right here, we got one. This is Daz1. Says, I think we're all scared to do what must be done. We gotta do more than just march and vote. But what else? That is a perfect question.
But what else?
Is perfect.
So here's the deal. Some of y'all who know me know that like my off time has changed drastically in the past few years, especially since I retired. Like I used to say that I was an organizer, like, you know, like, oh yeah, I go out, I help out, I volunteer here and there. Really, it's my full-time thing now. Like if I'm not here editing videos for Ernie or just I'm doing something. Here's what you do. There was a picture posted of a No Kings rally, and it was one of those drone shots, and it was here in Savannah. The entire streets filled with people. And I posted, which is funny because it got reposted by the organizers, so I thought that was dope. But I reposted this. I said, "That's a lot of people. If those people all kept that same energy and found an organization that is putting work into the community and to the people who need it, things would be so much different. Like organizers wouldn't be like depending on the same 10, 15 volunteers to do shit. Like getting people, and it's not even really like their fault. So I don't want to like complain about the volunteers. Capitalism, the system, keeps you working and tired. So it's not like, you know, people are and which is not by accident. Right. So you sit there, work a job or two, come home, take care of shit, and then do what? Go and start feeding people or showing up at your town hall to make, you know, to give your politicians the business. No, but if people need to stop thinking that showing up for a rally is doing shit. Voting is not doing shit. Showing up for a rally on a beautiful sunny Sunday or Saturday afternoon is not doing anything. It's the first step. And the one thing I always say the same thing. Showing up is awesome. Yes. It is the first step. But like every other contest, If you stop after the first step, you're gonna lose.
That part.
We're all gonna lose. And so what else is there to do? You go to your internet, you look up your city, and you put in nonprofits.
Yeah.
Just look up. I'm not gonna even pimp the ones I'm a part of. Like, just find them in your city. Find something you're passionate about, right? Like,
yeah,
I started getting into housing recently. It wasn't my passion 2 years ago, but the more I get into it, like, wow, this is pretty important to me now. Find something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Find something.
I'm gonna. Go. Please keep going.
No, that was it. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, like, I was talking to Robo about this. I didn't pull the trigger on it yet because honestly, just because I know how much I know what would happen if I did this, and I don't think I'm ready to make that plunge just yet. But I was telling Robo not long ago, I was actually seriously considering hooking up with because the DSA has a chapter here in Memphis.
Yep, Memphis.
And,
Yep.
and I found that chapter, and I was like, man, you know what? I think I want to join the DSA here in Memphis and try and like make some real fucking change. And the only reason, like I said, the only reason I didn't do it, not because like, oh, I don't want to do any hard work. I don't want to, be on the front lines or protesting like that. Had nothing to do with that. It was really more like my personality is such that when I do something, I want to do it all. Like if case in point, when I wanted to be a DJ, like scratching records, turntables and shit, I didn't want to be a half-ass DJ. I wanted to be all in. I wanted the best equipment. I wanted the best speakers. I want the best records. I want all of it. And I like literally poured my entire fucking existence into it to the point that it was at the detriment of everything else in my life.
Sure.
And that's what I know would happen. Like if I could do it in such a way where it's like, hey, I want to do this, but I don't want to be like it, and that's what makes me not want to do it at all, just because like I don't want to half-ass anything. Like I would want to do it, but I wouldn't want to be like, okay, I'm all in all the time, da 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 da. Not because I don't want to, it's because I want to. I want to, but everything else would fucking disappear. And that's just me being honest about how that, like, I'm still probably going to do it, like, because I think I even know some people who are kind of involved here locally, and just be like, hey, like, is there like a thing where I could kind of, show up and like, help out, when needed, but like, maybe like.
I'll tell you right now there is.
Well, then there
for
you go.
100%. 100%. Like there's I was in a DSA leadership thing. So I'm a co-chair now, and now we're in the middle of elections. And this Saturday, I'll find out if I'm still the co-chair because we had our annual elections. So I reran, and one of the things that you learn is like they talk about these concentric circles, right? You have like your core, right? And that core is usually, depending on the size of your organization, like for us, it's like the same 10, 15 people. The people who are always going to come in and out of steering committee, and then they're always leading some group or whatever. And those people. And people don't talk about this enough. The people in that core are typically people who are privileged enough to be that core, right? Because if you're sitting there, a single mom taking care of 3 kids, you probably don't have the fucking time to be a co-chair of some local DSA chapter, right? So everybody has different abilities. Then the next one are like people who participate but don't feel comfortable leading, right? So they'll show up to things a lot. Then you have your next one, which is like, I'll show up when I have time, right? And the one further out, which by the way, all these circles are important, is a dues paying member. You know what I mean? Like if somebody else told me the other day, because there was an election coming up, and they said, oh, I haven't got my ballot. And I'm like, hey, yeah, hold on, let me hook you up. Let me go inside, make sure you get your deal. And then he tells me, hey, I know you guys have never seen me. I want to apologize. I've just been really busy. And I said, let me tell you something. You pay dues, and National gives us a cut of those dues. based on the amount of dues paying member, gets how many delegates we get to send to Chicago for the convention that happens every 3 years. Like, being a dues paying member is something. It's better than nothing, right? And so even if you can't do anything but be a dues paying member, that helps out your local chapter. So even just saying, you know what, I'm gonna be a card carrying dues paying member. I don't know how much time I can give y'all, but I'm gonna at least do that. I would suggest people do that. Like something, people got to get out and do something, anything. Yeah.
Right. That's like, honestly, for me, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I when I say I want to do a lot, I would want to do a lot. Like, like I don't want anyone to think it's like, oh, he don't want to get his hands dirty. Like, no, I want to get my hands dirty.
Yeah.
It's just that I know me. I would like I'm gonna tell you what would happen if I did do it. It like whole hog, this channel would fucking disappear.
Right.
It would fucking disappear.
And I'll tell you what doesn't pay the bills.
DSA work. So that's why I say, like, when I tell people like I'm scared to do it, it ain't because like I'm scared like, oh, I'm gonna get tear gassed or I'm gonna get hit with a bean bag or or something. It has nothing to do with that. I have no fear of that. It's fear of losing my livelihood, not because anyone canceled me, but because I fucked off, my responsibilities, to the channel. Which, to be fair, in the grand scheme of things, doing DSA work would be the more important thing. But just like I also, in the grand scheme of things, this is my job. So,
that's right. No, 100%, 100%.
But that said, that is, I'm gonna say that's the show. I'm gonna say that's the show. Thank you, everyone, for fucking with us today. Also, shout out to Mike Manhattan, because I think I just saw copy of Criminal Deluxe Edition Volume 2 just came, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that's probably one of my favorite ones. Of the three that are out, there's actually, 2 is my favorite. I think 2 is my favorite volume. 3 is really good too. For those if you're wondering, like all the collection of the criminal books, they're fantastic stories. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips is some of the best comics you'll ever fucking read. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Criminal is easily my shit. Like if you ask me right now, gun to my head, what is my favorite comic of all time? What's my favorite comic series of all time? I know a lot of people are going to expect me to say like Bitterroot or Philadelphia, and you'd be close. Because even the motherfuckers who made those books will tell you Criminal is the best fucking book on the market right now. And I agree 110 million %. Criminal is just that fucking good. So I am so happy for you that you got that. And I can answer this one real quick because the answer is easy. No. I don't know about Robo. I can speak for myself. I have not seen the Darth Maul show just yet. I'm actually gonna watch that tonight because I need to catch up because I haven't watched the most recent episode of Invincible. I've not watched the new episodes of From and then the Darth Maul joint. Like, honestly, I literally finished The Boys right before we started. The 2 episodes of The Boys, I finished episode 2 literally 5 minutes before we went live. So if that tells
I finished episode 1 and said, "Oh shit, the show.
It's time to go. It's time to go." But yes, no, just absolutely, man, it's crazy. But the next week, I don't know what we'll have to wait and see what happens with next week, but keep it locked. I got some videos coming up that you're coming down the pipeline that I think y'all are going to really enjoy. And I actually have something to say about X-Men again for the first time in a little bit. So you'll probably see some of those videos dropping pretty soon. Got some other videos for some stuff like I've been kind of plotting the Storm Bishop video y'all wanted me to do, in response to the stuff I was talking about with the last video where I was talking about the X-Men civil rights allegory shit. That video has been that video has been recorded, so you might get that one sooner rather than later. I even have a video about Cyclops that I'll be working on that'll kind of be along the same lines. And it's gonna be some good shit. There's a lot of really good shit in the pipeline. I've been trying to like focus on videos I feel that are more meaningful, and instead of just putting shit out just to be out in the algorithm, which do with that what you will. Robo, do you have anything you want to announce before we get up out of here?
No, that's it. Follow me on Substack, leftface.report.
Do that. And yeah, I got nothing else. Anyway, let's get the fuck up out of here. For all my people out there, thank you for the love. We will see you next time. For Robo of Left Face TV, I am the Blerd Without Fear, and Rob Liefeld.
We coming for you, nigga.